Start streaming. All right, we are live.
Hey.
Right now. TruthBoiz podcast, episode number 2. We are live. We are a few minutes late, but it's all good. We're missing 2 members right now. One of them will join in pretty soon, and the other one we are not sure. He is at a dentist appointment.
Coming or not, so.
Yeah, so we'll see. That's Jordy. As far as Anthony, he's going to be here quite soon. He's just doing a couple things in his house right now, cleaning up. So he will be here as soon as possible. We got quite a few interesting and controversial, perhaps, topics on us.
Mm-hmm. People are going to be having their debates on this.
Yeah, I'm going to read the topics in a minute, just so you guys can reference it if you want to, or just so you guys know. Let's see how many people we get in the stream real quick. Let's check it out.
Calm boy.
Alright. If anybody's in here right now, main thing, we're not going to take forever on this, but, you know, obviously before we get too much into it, we want to make sure the audio is 100%. We did a test. Everything seems to be good, but just double check.
We don't want a fiasco like last week.
Yeah.
We didn't have audio for like 10 whole minutes.
Yeah, this shit was crazy. Everybody's like, yo, you guys are just making hand mannerisms and shit. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh, word.
Yeah, no, we looked like complete psychopaths. I looked at the recordings of the stream.
Yeah.
Retarded.
It's all good.
This podcast, may I join?
It's all good, man. All right, so here we have topics, man. So the first topic that we're gonna.
Tony, you still have the thing on, so here. Put it on the Skype call.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get onto it right now.
Yeah.
I bet. Okay, all right. So we just need Anthony on here, and
we just need Ant and Jordy.
I bet it's all good. So our topics today, I'll list them for you real quick. We're gonna do anime. We're gonna talk about thoughts on school uniforms. Fuck that. We're gonna talk about harmful food and beverage preservatives that are killing people and they don't even know it, and the ones that do, they keep eating the shit. Personal funny stories or ghost horror stories. We'll share that with each other. We're also going to do current events. We're going to cover those different topics going on right now in the world. Maybe some fun challenges. If not, we have a couple backups. So if we don't do a challenge, yeah, we might do just like some reactions to funny or scary videos. Or we might hop on Grand Theft Auto and fuck around. But I doubt that's going to happen this episode. However, hopefully that'll happen sometime soon. And I also have another idea, which it could be a backup as well, which people could, I'm
prepared, niggas. I am prepared.
You got that G Fuel. I was also thinking we could do FMK, which is Fuck, Marry, Kill, which is a funny, thing you could talk about. We could do that.
I'm prepared to destroy my throat today with this.
Well, that's what she said. So yeah, we could do Fuck, Marry, Kill. We could do talk about comparing, who prefers Spotify or SoundCloud or Pandora, like stuff like that, like different comparisons. So we definitely have a shitload of topics. If we run through a few of them faster, then we have those as backup. So without further ado, let's get into the first topic. So anime.
All right, let's go.
Anime. Let's talk about anime right now. You guys got to fill me in. What's going on in the anime world right now?
All right.
I'll start.
All right.
So first off, I want to say the most popular anime right now that's going on is Dragon Ball Super.
Okay.
That's probably the most popping one right now.
Most popping one right now.
Right.
They're in the middle of a tournament, right, where every one of the universes they're in are fighting. It's a whole big thing to explain.
Right.
It's the whole multiverse type of thing.
Yeah,
12 universes, and then niggas die. Simple as that.
Right.
Niggas die.
And I think one of the reasons people like Dragon Ball Super so much,
right,
because it's like it's real simple. It's really easy to get into. It's not hard to explain to somebody. You don't gotta pull like a big ass chart and say, here's this, and now you understand it. You just can pop in anytime.
Yeah, for real.
Right.
And it's not hard.
There's no backstory to Dragon Ball. It's just that a nigga pops up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's beat him up, and that's it. Simple as that. You're right. You literally learn the entire like character base throughout like one arc. So
yeah, pretty much. It's like I say, like Dragon Ball Z as a whole is one of those type of animes where it's like a starter.
Watching his own podcast. Big.
No, but yeah, no. As of right now, like I like how they're building up the tournament though with like this powerful threat known as Jiren. Like when they showed him at first, he was ready to fuck shit up, and he's doing that as right now. Like there's literally nobody who can take him on. And if look, Goku tried, got dominated. He tried, got kicked out. Who else is gonna try? Vegeta, he's probably gonna get like.
Hey! Vegeta is getting UI. He's getting UI. No, yeah. He's getting UI. My boy Vegeta, I'm repping. No, he's not getting demolished.
He's getting demolished.
You saw what he did in the preview? Come on now. Come on. You got that nice Neon.
To be fair.
I mean,
according to the
dang.
Dragon Ball Super itself, because they love Goku so much, Vegeta's probably gonna get his ass whooped.
I mean, fair enough.
Exactly.
First time I saw Jiren, and Tony, so you know what Jiren looks like. Imagine.
I know what Jiren looks like.
Stereotypical.
You know what he looks like?
Yeah, or you know what he looks like? A stereotypical alien, but just buff. Like. It's just funny.
Tony might look
a
like
whole swole nigga. That's it.
It's an alien buff.
Imagine E.T., but like less wrinkly and more buff.
Just
yeah.
Buff. That's all.
That's what Jiren is.
Just right there. Fucking god. No, but the thing with Jiren, what I like that they're building up, literally, he is stronger than his own God of Destruction.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
People are like, oh, Topo is a candidate for a God of Destruction, but you didn't get this. Jiren is stronger than a God of Destruction, so he can still dominate Topo as well, as much as he dominated Goku and Vegeta.
Right.
Well, he's gonna dominate Vegeta. Like, we all know that, but like, still, that's what people don't understand.
And for
it's like,
for those who don't understand what a God of Destruction is, it's basically like it's kind of self-explanatory. It's a God who destroys pretty much worlds, stars, planets, all that. It's like basically
all
like
with the flick of a wrist.
Fucking guys. Stop spamming my phone, you fuckers. Look at that. They keep on spamming my phone. Look.
And
my biggest fan.
And if you haven't realized, the angels and the God of Destruction all have something in common about alcohol.
Word.
Like beer is beer.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is wine.
Champa champagne.
Champagne.
I've never thought about that. Yo, that's actually pretty crazy.
Here,
I really never thought of that.
Because they all have names that has to do with alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
In general.
Who's close to vodka? That'd be my favorite.
Vados.
Vados.
No, but what do you guys think is going to be the next arc for Dragon Ball Super?
I feel like they're going to do a time skip.
They better, like, because I want them to come back to Oob, like, introduce Oob into Super. Like, that'd be cool, you know?
I think, like, Oob's, like, 5 years old right now or something like that?
Yeah, he's 5.
I can imagine them doing a 5-year time skip where Pan, she's 5 years old, Oob is, like, 10, and Goten and Trunks are, like, teenagers. Like, I don't know, they'd be, like, 15 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also,
another really sick anime that's popping up right now, My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
Yo, I gotta read that. I gotta read that manga too.
I'll say this: if My Hero continues on the road it's on, it may be the best shonen anime of all. It may be the best.
Maybe that's a bold statement.
And I don't say of all time, but like it may be the best shonen anime of this generation.
Yeah,
I don't say of all time though. Huh?
Because
I think it's great.
The three main shonen are now Boruto, One Piece still, and My Hero.
Boruto is terrible right now. It's just a god awful.
I mean, all right. Once they get done with the Chunin exams arc, then it'll start getting good.
I mean, I think they know that they've been childish for a long time because they recently just had Kakashi, an old character from Naruto, come in.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, you're not cutting it here. You're not ready to be a ninja. You're not ready for me to break your arm. You're not willing to do this. You don't have
I saw that actually. The thing is,
going to another ninja, my
I
boy.
didn't tell you guys, but I started rewatching the old Naruto, like, cause for memories and shit. And like the way they built the story is great. That's what I kind of wish they did with Boruto. I understand they're trying to do something different, but like if they wanna capture the same fans, like if they wanna capture the same fans that used to watch Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, they have to do like some crazy stuff, you know? Cause like as right now, there's like no really big threat that can threaten like Naruto and Sasuke. Cause those niggas, first of all, they're hella OP. Like you know.
Yeah, no, literally, like, didn't Naruto like revive what's his name? Guy Sensei? I'm just like,
Yeah.
guy was on the verge of death for like going on like the 8th path or something like that.
For Kakashi.
Yeah. New eye for Kakashi. That man was literal god.
So like if you want Boruto to progress as a character, you're gonna need to remove Sasuke and Naruto because they're like the top tiers of
Yeah, like kill them both off, and that's what I kind of like that they did with the first episode. Because he said that, oh, I killed your father, or something like that.
I mean, no,
to that.
he said, oh, I'll put you exactly where I put the 7th Hokage. That
yeah,
can mean
exactly. Meaning killing him or probably sealed him away, but still, like, I don't know what they're trying to do with that because they're kind of like delaying that as of right now, which is kind of annoying.
I'm pretty sure, like, Naruto, he's going to be sealed away, but Sasuke gets killed. I'm pretty sure that's how they're going to get it done.
Nah, I doubt Sasuke gets killed. That man is way too strong.
Nah, bro. Like
he's literally the other half of the Sage of the Sixth Path, dude.
I mean, hey.
I mean, I don't care what they do. I don't care if they said like Naruto's sealed in another dimension. They just need to remove him and Sasuke, so we can get progressing plot in this and have like a
kind of like how they need to remove Vegeta and Goku, so they can bring in Goten and Trunks and like Pan and all them.
Yeah, and I'd say they could do the route that Dragon Ball Z did, where it's like they build up Gohan to eventually surpass Goku, but not like comparable where Gohan is like comparable to Goku and it slowly gets up there until he ends up meeting Goku and surpassing him. Naruto, he was literally given powers by their version of God, so it's not you're not gonna get those powers. So it's either you remove him or there's not really gonna be that much of a threat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel you on that. What other animes are popping right now? Oh, recently I discovered one called Black Clover. Oh, dude, Black Clover is amazing.
I heard Black Clover is like the magic version of Naruto. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, like we got the energetic like main character who sucks at whatever chakra, magic. Both of them sucked at it in the beginning. Like neither of them could conjure it. And then, there was like their like rival who like they grew up with, who looks super emo and edgy, who's absolutely amazing at it. That's like Yuno. Yeah. Asta is the Naruto and then Yuno is Sasuke.
That the Naruto, the new Naruto guy, whatever his name is Asta.
What happened?
His name is Asta?
Yeah.
Okay, so
for Black Clover, his name is Asta, and then the other one that's similar to Sasuke, he's Yuno. It's actually really, really good.
In love with I think she's a nun.
She's a nun. Yeah, her name is Sister Lily.
Yeah, and apparently he's gotten strong because like every day he'd ask her out and she'd beat him.
Yeah. Now, he would ask her every day to marry him, but like she's a nun, she can't. Like she literally cannot, no matter what he does. But the nigga's dumb like that. It's basically like how they did with like Sakura and like Naruto's relationship. Naruto like tried everything in the world, even if he got rejected, he would still like go back to it. They just took it more extreme this time.
That reminds me.
I don't like Sakura. She's
no one likes Sakura. Come on now.
I mean,
I like her now, but no one likes Sakura. Come on now, Tony. What anime have you seen?
Like she'd take a book. Like she'd actually. Oh my god! I can't even go into depth for what she would do for Sasuke. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, no, I haven't been watching
Basketball. I recently started that. That shit.
It's really, really good. All combined into just like basketball.
Yeah. Like there could be like 30 seconds left on the clock. It's the fourth like quarter. They'll take like 4 episodes. It's like the Dragon Ball Z of basketball.
I've heard there's like some dude with like purple hair and he's like 7 foot.
Yeah. He's a freshman who's like 7 feet tall.
Freshman.
Yeah, they're all freshmen. They're all freshmen.
I figured this is anime we're talking about. Anime has like the most muscle bound.
Motherfucker.
How it goes is that like it was like they called like all the it was like one school like they had a bunch of like kids who were absolutely amazing at basketball. They called them Generation of Miracles. There was 5 of them, but there was like another guy that nobody knew about because that was his like power. Like basically like the 6th guy, that's Karuka. He was like the secret 6th member. That he just knows how to pass really good, and like nobody ever notices that he's around. He's like a ghost. Nobody notices him, and he just passes like the basketball around easily for them, and nobody realizes. The nigga with the green hair, Midorima, I think his name is. He'll never miss a 3-pointer. This nigga got buckets. Kais,
but there's that
that's
one
my boy right there.
He does miss, and he thinks he needs to quit basketball, but yet again, he was just rusty, so he comes back, right?
I don't know. I haven't got I'm pretty far into the anime now, but so far he hasn't missed a shot like intentionally. Kais, he has the ability to copy anybody. He can copy any.
That's super
anybody
power.
that he's he's better than.
Like he's like super powered basketball.
Yeah. Alman, that's the homie right there. He has no power. This nigga's just good. He's just good.
Well, he's just all skill.
That nigga's all skill. He's dirty. He's stupid fast for no reason. Strong. And then the nigga with purple hair who's like 8 feet tall. I don't even know how to say his name. He's just really tall.
Oh, I want to talk answer
Tall guy.
He's an amazing center. The nigga doesn't even have to jump up to get the ball.
So when it comes to anime, right? Yeah. I love myself some anime. I love myself some good plot and all that. But sometimes, man, these names I have no idea how to pronounce. Makes me so.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It be killing me sometimes.
Chinese names.
I mean, I understand it's a different culture and all that stuff. Like it wasn't really you know.
It'd be like their name
Come
is
on.
that long. It's
yeah. I think the nigga with who was 7 feet tall. He was like. It was like Makira Ramachi, something like that. Makira Ramachi.
Oh, jeez. No.
Something long like that, bro. I can't handle that.
Too much.
And then the last member, who's actually the best out of them, I think his name was like Ashtuki, something like that. He has red hair, and he has this thing called Emperor's Eye. Basically, he can read people's movements and cross them up. That's literally how it is. He barely even moves, crosses somebody up, and just continues on for the shot. He was the leader.
Another sports anime I know of is Hajime no Ippo.
I think I've heard of that. It's a boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they use real life boxing techniques, and you know how anime does it blows it out of proportion, but they're real life techniques like the Dempsey roll.
Yeah.
If you look that up, it's a real thing and all that.
Tony, have you watched any animes recently?
Nah, man. The last thing I've seen was fucking Dragon Ball Super, and that was episode 90, bro. I haven't been keeping up with it, bro.
Far behind.
Bro, this man Jordy really in the chat right now.
I know he was like anime bitches. Yo, quick question: who is it? Because they said they were like the top right guy, right? The bottom right guy. They said some shit about me, right? Who's call me AX3? Do you guys know who that is? Because I think
that's Adam.
Oh.
Nigga with the really poofy hair. Well, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know who that was, and I'm pretty sure he said some shit before, and I was
typical
like,
Yasuo. I'm pretty sure that's Brandon Pacelli, because Scum of the Earth plays Yasuo, and the Anu, I have no idea who that is. Robin, you already know Robin. Randy's playing. I have no idea who that is. Anthony Lucia, yeah, just kick him out already. Gaming Prodigy, I have no idea who that is, and yeah, I'm not Adam. I'm not Muslim. Wait.
Someone said that's not Adam, bro.
Oh wait. That's Eric. Not
Oh, okay.
That's Eric, not Adam.
All right. I bet. Yeah, he was in my calf last year. All right, cool. I was like, I didn't know who that was. That's why. Alright, but
Well,
he said,
yeah.
yo, Jordy said, where Jordy's sexy ass and his biggest fan. What?
Yeah, Jordy, fix your writing, yo.
Jordy, get
That's
out of
already
here.
Another L right there, yo.
Look at Jordy supporting himself.
And the annual is Geo stuff.
Alright, so anything else for anime?
Any news about animes recently?
I mean, I'll check.
My Academia is confirmed.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's
the
anything
new
new in
My
anime.
Hero video game. That's dropping
the
too.
video game.
Actually looks pretty tough, man.
Video game?
Yeah, it's like, it's have you played? Oh crap, what's it called? I completely forgot the name. It was like a bunch of anime characters. They fight. It's
J-Star's Victory.
Oh, yeah, J-Star. Yeah. If you play J-Star, it's somewhat similar to that, but the map isn't as big. It's smaller. Like it's a mix of J-Star and Pokken Tournament.
Okay.
That's what it's like. Yeah. Nah, but the
So-
combos you can do in that game are sick. Like all you see is like, I completely forgot the main character's name.
Deku.
Yeah, Deku.
Midoriya.
Midoriya, Deku, potato, potato. Like, you know,
I just call him.
slamming something down like that, using his fucking finger, just like flicking air towards you and just destroying your entire body. It's sick.
So I looked up to see if there's anything new in anime. It says earlier today, Universal Studios Japan released teasers for its slate of Cool Japan 2018 events. The new attractions will include Sailor Moon 4D show, but that is not all. Detective Conan will also get an escape game, while Monster Hunter goes all in with its own attraction.
Monster Hunter? I cannot wait for the game.
Yeah, it looks like they might make movies based off of this shit.
I played it at Comic-Con, bro. Ooh. Adam,
It says,
I know you're in chat. I know, you know what I'm talking about. Monster Hunter was absolutely amazing.
it says Final
worth
Fantasy is
40
gonna
minute
get its own VR too, which should be dope. Yeah, so that should be dope. I like Final Fantasy.
New. Hey, we got like 13 people watching with 1 like so far. Hey, thank you.
We got 11 likes so far.
Yeah,
2 dislikes.
What?
bro, you know we have like haters, bro. We have haters already, cause like last time, what was it, like 3, and now it's like 2. So we're just one of those motherfuckers is missing. He's like, I don't know. He's in the bathroom right now, and he's about to come in like 5 minutes and just like. But it's all good. Thank you for hating, man. You're still leaving us a rating. Still a rating. Thank you.
Yeah,
Spending your
still
time,
giving
bro.
us a view, so hey.
You're still giving us a view and a rating, so you're helping us. So thank you, motherfucker.
Alright,
Anyway.
see you, Pavli. Go hit that GTA 5.
Weird.
No, but I was also gonna say Dragon Ball Fighters is coming out in a month. I can't wait for that game.
Yeah, bro, Fighters
Yeah,
is
that
gonna
looks
be too
good.
good.
When we all went to
I can't wait. I'm going to the
Comic-Con
vendor release for that shit. It's gonna be hella fun.
when we all went to Comic-Con this year, we were playing that, and that game is fast.
Dude,
That
I
game is
lost to
fast.
Savvy by like
Yeah.
this much fucking health. That shit was a good. That was a good ass game. I think I played as Vegeta or some shit. I don't even know, but it was fun.
When
It
I
was
was
fast paced.
The day earlier, I was facing Adam. Adam's garbage. I destroyed his shit.
That game is real
Hi,
fast.
Adam. Hi, Adam. You know it's true.
Like that.
Oh shit.
Combos off, get your moves off.
Mm.
What are you talking about, Adam? You didn't slam nothing. Come on now, fam. You know it's not true. What do you mean, excuse me? You're excused. You're excused. Simple as that. Got him? Yeah, got him. Adam knows got him pretty well. Yeah.
So how about and manga? You guys read any manga? Or you usually just watch the anime
Manga?
show?
I mean,
Yo, manga reader right now is Akira.
yeah. I mean, Adam, I don't know why you're twisting stuff around. You literally hit
Manga.
it twice. That's the other way around.
Reading Bastard.
Eric, I'm not answering. All right.
Hero Academy.
Keep on calling, Eric. I ain't answering. I'm committed.
Oh, the One Piece anime right now?
Yeah.
It's starting to pick back up to where manga is, like, in ratings, because One Piece had a falling off
Mm-hmm.
from the fight with Doflamingo and Dressrosa.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to slowly build itself back up, because that's where people, like, dropped it off after Gear 4 and all that.
Yeah.
I understand, because the anime was
What is it now? Like 800 something episodes.
Oh, word? Adam, where's my pen? Hold up. I'm gonna have to look for it now then. I'll be back real quick just to prove this
like
nigga.
I don't know. Let me check how many chapters there are so far. I was reading it recently.
There's a lot.
Yeah, and it's so much. Like any One Piece fan or anyone who wants to get into One Piece who's like never read it before could be like so underwhelmed by how many chapters there are. Yeah, there are 889.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, 889 as of recently.
Oh, they actually revealed this One Piece game coming out for PS4 and Xbox One that looks pretty cool. It's open world.
Talking about the open world one, I think it's a sandbox.
Yeah.
That'd be great, considering like
that
how
looks really fucking.
you're exploring
really pretty fun.
pirate and all that.
Adam, you could suck my balls. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Dragon Ball Fighters pin right there.
I can't even find my.
All right. Just proved him wrong. Gucci, stop watching your own podcast.
Yeah, that's any other news for anime?
All right.
I mean, as far as I checked,
you probably finessed somebody out of it. I don't know. All I know is that I beat you, Adam, and I got it. Simple.
Doesn't seem like it. I mean, do you guys know of any new anime that's gonna come out in 2018? Like, you know, starting shows.
Oh, Attack on Titan season 3.
Oh, finally!
Attack on Titan season 3. Then like season 2 come out like last year or something.
Season 2 came out this year.
Still waiting for One Punch.
Dominating the ratings and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, anything else for anime, or you guys want to move on to the next topic?
I guess we can move on to the next topic.
That's about it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really got much to say about anime, to be honest.
What do you guys want for the next topic later? Let me pull up the list real quick.
Next topic is
I mean,
harmful food and beverage preservation.
You guys want to go to that, or you guys want to go to uniforms, or you guys want to go to personal funny stories and ghost stories and shit?
Yeah.
Wait, no, let's do the beverage shit and all that.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Tony, you can lead off with that right there.
It'll be...
Yeah, I mean, it might be a shorter topic, because I don't know how much, you know, knowledge you will have on this subject, but I thought it was just something that we could hop on for a bit. But it's crazy, all the stuff that's going on with, like, any little thing that you eat, bro. It doesn't matter what the fuck you buy. Like, you know, probably...
Yeah, you gotta be careful with it.
I remember back in, like, 2012 when everyone used to say, like, damn near everything gave you cancer or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, bro, they're like, okay, don't eat fast food, don't drink these drinks, right? Just eat fruits and vegetables and this and this and that and avoid all this other shit, right? Then you get these things that they say will be better for you, and that's infected with all sorts of bad stuff too, like all these sorts of pesticides and preservatives and a lot of shit they won't even tell you. And then a lot of it is also blatantly in front of your face, but people don't actually read the labels. And even the ones that do, they don't take the time to research what half of this shit is. Like, for example, you have fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right? How many people eat that? A lot. I personally really like the cereal until I fucking found out that they put a paint thinner inside of that. So people are over here like, this shit tastes good. Something that they put inside of paint. It's a paint thinner. They put that inside of fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like,
shit.
Like, that's insane.
That's actually pretty
That's crazy. Man. Like, why the fuck would you even put that in there in the first place, bro? Like, even if you gotta use other preservatives that aren't as bad, I don't even know why the fuck that's put there in the first place. Like, paint thinner? Like, why? Like, what does that do? Like, does that add some sort of cinnamon color or some shit?
Whatever, like, you know, it makes it cheaper for them to make.
Yeah, I guess so. At everybody else's cost.
The bare minimum.
Hey, Selena. Let's get Selena.
Shout out to Selena.
Yeah.
Listening to music and watching the stream. She's a real one.
Uniforms.
Thank you for watching the stream. Everybody who's watching the stream right now, thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, thank you.
Shout out to y'all for still watching.
Yeah, little by little, we're going to go getting better. You know,
think we're like,
second episode.
37 minutes in right now. It's 7:37. We started at like what?
No, we started like 7:08, 7:10 ish.
So we in it for a while.
Yeah, so we've been in it for a bit of time already. But yeah, man, it's insane. Like anything from like cereal to granola bars to fruits, vegetables. It's just like anything you eat, bro. Like you're essentially gonna get a lot of bullshit. Even like milk, man. Like
like, it depends on like what brand you get into. Like the main product that you can get that's like really tainted is orange juice. I know that.
Really?
Yeah. Cause like you know how on the labels like it literally majority of them say like non-GMO stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
at a point like they actually have to like
Right. Hey, Nick Capoli just followed us. I mean, he subscribed to us on YouTube. So shout out to you. Thank you. Enjoy the podcast, bro. Appreciate the support, man.
Shout out to you, man.
Appreciate it, Brody.
Appreciate it, man.
But yeah, it's insane. Like, what else was I gonna say? It's just, fuck, I forgot. What were you saying, Hamza?
Yeah, no, I was just talking about like how like majority of the stuff that like like simple stuff like orange juice like it's just tainted a lot with stuff that we really shouldn't be having in our bodies.
Right.
Simple as that. That's all.
Yeah, like they go up to cows and they just inject them with all these different growth hormones. Same thing with the chickens. Like I heard that they grow a lot more.
Yeah.
I heard that chickens grow a lot more bigger than they're supposed to, than they used to, like before they had all this shit. And even the Amish people that don't surround themselves with all of these different machines and a lot of technology and they keep everything all natural, a lot of them don't get as sick or, don't have a lot of these new developing illnesses that we do in our society.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, like, what a lot of people used to do with their cows was they used to make them, I think what was it, like, wood chips or something like that, wood dust?
Yeah.
They would, like, feed it to cows to make them feel heavier.
Right.
So, like, when they're selling it to somebody, they're like, all right, this is a big, heavy cow. This is a healthy cow right there. Like, once they cut them up for, like, meat or, like, trying to get some milk out of them, it's all messed up. Like, nothing's, like, properly, like, natural. Like, everything's just
like, the things they do be doing to chickens, like, they genetically modify them to be dumber, but also, like, bigger and fatter. So you get more out of it. And it's, like, that's all crazy. Because if you watch the show called BoJack Horseman, they have an episode where him and his group are trying to help a chicken lady escape, right?
Right.
And she's like, she doesn't know any better. She doesn't know what she's doing or anything like that. And you never really think about that in the back of your head that they're making these chickens stupid for us and something like that. The same with like cows. There's like I forget what it's called. I think it's called a stun gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's this little machine that pushes a dart into their head and it smacks their brain. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, they do a lot of unjust shit to animals, man. It's
oh yeah, they do. They do some crazy shit.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Like a lot of these farms and stuff, man. You don't even know. Like, there's some videos out there. It makes you sad just watching that, but it's crazy what they do to them, but also us too. What they put in there. It's crazy that's even allowed. And then what's the name of it? Of that don't they always say like FDA approved or something where it's like it's organic, but then sometimes you hear like, hey, they approved it, but then turns out it's still shit. It still got stuff in it, even though they say it's clean.
I mean, companies are always like sneaking something inside.
Yeah, of course, and they could just like
of course, like
not even just sneak too, but they could also just pay them off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
simple, easily.
Yeah, I mean, if they know it's gonna damage their product, no one's gonna buy it. They might as well just say, "Fuck it, let's pay them a lot of money, but we'll make it back and a lot more." So everybody else is still gonna buy it. So I mean, But
what was that?
That's what's up, right?
Thoughts on school?
I feel like
y'all want to go on to thoughts on school uniforms and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much we could talk about on that subject. I mean, Victor, you wanted to say something? Or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I still think it's like fucked. I didn't even know that was the thing that they have to make the. What is the reason that they're trying to make the animals dumber so we can like eat them?
I don't know. I guess because it's easier to like round them up and everything, you know.
If you like killing them or anything like that, like if you scare off a pig, like if a pig sees you kill another pig, it'll run off. It'll just dip. It's gone. It's leaving. Right.
Yeah.
Once you do that to the chickens, they don't know any better. They're just gonna live out their entire life thinking that they're gonna live a normal one, and then you just go and chop their head off, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So like
clips, R.I.P.
Like the guy, like when a baby chick is born, if it's a boy, they take it and they throw it.
What does that mean? Yo, stop eating meat. Like, I can't stop eating meat, my boy.
Nah, man. Yeah, I love me some.
I'm saying it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
I love me some good steak, chicken, bro, fucking pork.
No, I ain't gonna front.
He be going to that cibao, eating that
You
pernil.
don't even cook food.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
guess
man.
that'll be it for
Oh,
the.
y'all saying chickens are dumb. I mean, chickens are pretty dumb, bro. Come on, man.
Pretty dumb, but we made them dumber.
Yeah.
A lot more.
They've always been
Dumb,
dumb, but we made them dumber.
We made them shit ton.
You ever watch Chicken
Yo,
Run?
I can't.
I don't think I have.
If you guys want, go ahead and look up on Google search like a real life chicken, actual chicken. Then look up a farm roast chicken. They're so much different. A real life chicken is so much smaller, so much thinner, and all that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They just be pumping those things full of hormones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man, because then they get more money out
What
of
if-
that.
Are
People
the
can
hormones
eat more.
Also make more money out of it.
Chicken Run on VG.
Are the hormones like bad for us?
Yeah, they are really bad for us. It's like
Mhm.
everything that you consume, man, no matter how healthy you think it is, it's some shape, form, I don't know.
If it's not
in
water,
some-
fruits, and vegetables, it's probably
Yeah.
more than like that's something wrong with it.
people are like, oh, well,
Hey, the
mineral
healthiest
water is
thing
this.
on earth is water, bro.
Yep, even
Okay.
that, bro. People are like, oh, mineral water is this. And if you get distilled, then it's this. And if you have fucking filtered water, it's this. I'm like, dude, you can't fucking have anything these days. It's just like, do the best you
We
can. That's
research
it,
are
man.
delicate.
That's it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a delicate food market out there. But yeah, let's go on to the next topic. Yeah, so I guess we'll all go on a rant about uniforms.
All right.
Fuck it.
Ooh, I got a rant about that. Shout out to Big Boy Blunder for all those write-ups this year
shit.
so far.
Oh boy.
Ooh. All right,
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, like you guys already know that I was like 2 weeks late into like senior year because I was
Yeah.
over on like on vacation and
Pakistan.
stuff like that.
Or
Yeah, I was,
Dubai.
like, yeah, both those. So I come back, right? You know, like I'm not gonna wear a uniform. I don't even know that we have teams. I don't know the whole situation.
Mhm.
So I come in. I'm just wearing like a Supreme jersey,
Right.
like
Of course you are.
blue jeans and stuff. Yeah, of course Supreme.
Looking
Always
for
gotta rep
you already
the
know.
IP stuff. Wait, hold. Wait. Kith right here. Yeah, Kith. All right, so always gotta rep those. But I enter in, right? It's first period. Mr. Pondillo. I had Mr. Pondillo last year. He knows I'm not with uniform. He lets me know everything. He was like, listen, chances are you're going to be written up by every single one of your teachers today because you're wearing that, but just let them know that, you know, it's your first day back. It's whatever. So I go throughout the entire day. Teachers, like, you know, they kind of, like, give me the hook up, be like, all right, it's your first day back. It's whatever. One of my past teachers tried to write me up. Like, a teacher I had back sophomore year, she didn't like me at all. Shout out to, what was her name? Miss Abalo? Yeah, shout out to
I
Miss
heard
Abalo.
of her. Yeah.
Follow for hating my guts. Yeah, she tried writing me up. She was like, "Oh no, but you know the rules. You're a senior. You know the rules." I'm like, "All right, I know the rules. I just chose not to follow them. Simple." So I think Victor, you remember like all those write ups I was getting from my 7th period class.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I still don't know their names to this day. Koldosher and Jablowski, I think their names are. Yeah. No, they wrote me up for a living. Literally, like. I could be wearing black.
You breathe, you get written up.
Yeah, right.
No, like I'd get written up for wearing black shoes. I got written up for wearing a B that was way too big.
That's
What?
crazy.
I'm telling you, like this B was probably like yay big. At the end of the day, it's still a B. How am I gonna get a sash for wearing a B that is way too big?
What was their excuse trying to say, oh, well, it's not a real one or something?
Was it fake or something? Is that what they're trying to say?
This is more. Wait, hold on. This is more. But what are your thoughts on Mr. McKenna? Mr. McKenna is my homie, but like you know, it was stupid of him to pull a gun. Like he didn't pull the gun on student. Somebody left it right there, and he was just messing around with Liam. But overall, it's funny, and that's my homie. But like I was saying, I keep on forgetting the name. Koldosher and Jablowski, right? Like, literally, what they said, they're like, "Oh, where'd you buy this from?" I was like, "I got it from the school store because that's where I actually got the shirt from, the school store.
Yeah.
The school supplied it to me." And she hits me with this: "Is the school store uniform?" Mr. Baccarella didn't approve anything from the school store. I was like, "But he approved a B on your chest, right?" But she wouldn't budge. She assigned me sash. Blunda even like I had to bring like everything I have that's uniform into school. Show Blunda everything. He had to look at all the recordings like from like the past couple of weeks to see like if I was actually wearing uniform or anything like that. And he was like, "Listen, like I'll get rid of majority of these." At that point, I had like 14 sashes. He got rid of half of them. It was like, go to only half of them. I'm not going to 7 sashes. You're beat if you think I'm going to 7 sashes.
7 sashes.
Jesus Christ.
And you know when this was all happening too, when we had you know that one week, like, and I think it was like in October or something like that. We have like literally like 2 days of school in like a week. I forgot what month it was in. Could have been this month for all I know. But yeah, it was happening during that too. So for like 4 weeks, like he just kept on getting on me because I wouldn't go to the sashes and stuff. At a point, he just gave up and all. Like I did get suspension for like 1 day. Even after that, I still didn't go.
Yeah, but I mean that's better than going to fucking over a week's worth of sashes, though. That's crazy.
I'm not beat for that. I'm not doing that.
No one's doing that. Come on now.
Dude, that's like what? That's like over half of a full day of sash. Cause like 7 days, 2 hours each, bro. That's ass. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ass.
Right, here's my opinion on
go ahead.
school uniform. It's retarded.
Yeah, fuck the uniform, right?
Why? Because literally, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna give out a rant too about this certain homeroom teacher I have who literally just hates.
The homie, bro.
He writes me up for 5 lates. All right. It's time for me to go off on it. All right. So
Go ahead.
basically.
Oh wait, it's
Anthony.
Bro. Hey man, Anthony. All right.
That's good.
So we're talking about the topic we're talking about right now is school uniforms and our thoughts on it. I just went off.
Yeah.
Our boy Vic is about to go off on
Hamza went in. Victor's gonna go in. I wanna get in next. So go ahead, Vic.
Yeah. All right. First off, like it's not just school uniform I'll go off on. I'm just gonna go off on him in general. You know. So basically, it was one day I'm just walking into homeroom, right? This man looks at me, and Mr. Blunder's in, right? He's just talking to me. He looks at me. He's like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here, young man." I'm like, yeah, I am. It's a school day." He's like, "You're suspended." I'm like, I take off my headphones. I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Cause you have 5 lates." And Mr. Blunder looks at him. He's like, "No, I think he just got sashed for it." He's like, "Oh, all right." I swear to God, I literally just looked at him. I was like, "Are you fucking retarded? You actually have to be retarded." Not just that. 5 lates. I'm sorry. I live all the way on 50th, right? Obviously, I'm going to be late to this suck-ass school, first off, you know? And I get written up for that. I get 2 sashes, because he also writes me up for my cell phone that I have in homeroom. How the... Alright, I don't even care. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, out of all places, I'm supposed to be able to use my phone at least in homeroom, you know? Like, my free time out of the whole day. But nah.
Yeah. Nah, even in my first period class, like, everybody complains about, like, Wyatt in there. It's funny.
Yeah, no.
Mr. Vando was like, listen, like, as a person, Wyatt is actually, like, he's pretty chill, but he's very, like, strict about the rules. Like, even to the other teachers, like, if a certain teacher isn't following the rules, he will actually report them. Because he's like, all right, if there's no rules, then, like, you know.
Bitch right there.
Yeah, for real. Like, that's why nobody, like, no teacher really messes with Wyatt like that. They try to keep their distance.
That's
like he's literally saying to get him on this shit.
Marquee.
Hey, what does he teach
about Mr. Wyatt as well, yo? Because he's in homeroom with me. But, like, I'm telling you, literally. So, like, you know how we can have a sweater on us, right? Like a closed sweater?
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes some teachers don't care. And this is why I hate uniform. Mr. Wyatt literally makes us, he doesn't care. He'll write us up. He makes us take off the sweater. Even if it's a cold day. If someone's sick, he still makes you take it off. He's like, "No, I don't care. You're getting written up. I'm going to take off the sweater."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn. Nigga, chill. Like,
shout out to Wyatt.
Just trying to fucking,
that's one of my balls.
Like, you can't wear anything.
Quick shout out to Wyatt.
Take it off. That's why I barely wear closed sweaters. Whenever I do, I just don't give a fuck, and I kind of just tell him straight up. I'm like, I'm just not taking off the sweater. He's like, all right. Like, it's annoying, like, having to wear a uniform, and, like, the fact that you have to take it off to show them a letter. 1 letter. Are you kidding me? What kind of uniform is that? Like, no.
Yeah.
That's retarded.
I mean, also, like, another thing with the whole thing, too, because, like, their main, like, literally how they, like, start off all their arguments, and the base of all their arguments, this this is mainly to prevent bullying.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I want to get into
You're
that.
not stopping anybody from bullying.
I want to get into this.
You're gonna be
That is
so-
fucking bullshit. That is
Let Tony
retarded.
go off right now. Let Tony go
Alright,
off.
Tony, go off.
That
Go
is
off.
fucking autistic, alright? Let me tell you that right now. Oh, I have a fucking B. This stands for bitch. Yeah. Oh, let me not get bullied now. Fuck you, you dumb whore. What the fuck you mean? Oh, B for bitch. Fuck you. No, that won't do anything. I remember I walked in the first day, right? And fucking, who was it? It was like one of the VPs, right? And she's like, oh, you have uniform. What are you? I'm like, a senior. She's like, oh, that's such a good way to start off the year. I'm like, fuck y'all. And I actually went home because I was there early that day. It was the first day. So I actually went home and I changed it because I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck you. This school. I'm not trying to get written up on the first day. So let me go change real quick. Coño. So I actually did it. But it's retarded though, man. And then another thing that they say, not only for the bullying thing, but also for the safety, like overall, like if there's like a God forbid, like
get the fuck out of here.
a shooting. You know what I say is autistic, bro? Somebody that wants to do something. Look, someone that wants to do actual harm can easily just borrow someone from their families, you know, B-shirts or their friend, or could even buy it off of, you know, some random person. Or even in one of the stores, they could just go and buy it.
I mean, actually, that's pretty true. Whoever Ice Hawk is, that is actually pretty true.
Dude, and not only that, but there's also people.
What Ice Hawk said, the truth is when they didn't have uniforms, girls would come in dressed in as sluts. That's pretty true.
They still fucking do sometimes. You still see them.
Our graduating class alone.
We have restrictions now, like girls can't wear booty shorts and all that.
You think they don't?
Do that.
They still, bro. During the
restrictions,
summer,
like,
I used to see like, dude, like
But,
every
like,
other
a
girl I
plain
saw had
t-shirt
booty
might
shorts
do.
on all the time. They still do that shit. They violate the policy. They don't give a fuck. It happens all the time anyway. So
I'm just saying,
that doesn't make it right.
When it comes to certain
But
stuff
I'm
like
just saying.
that, it makes no sense. Like they can have certain restrictions, like how I was saying before. Literally, just say, "Oh, you can't wear these booty shorts. You can't wear like bras only. Like you know, like the little bra shirts they have."
Yeah.
Like obviously stuff like that. That's common sense.
No. But I
I'm pretty
agree
sure
with
the school
those
can handle that.
restrictions.
Instead of writing up 100 kids per day because they're not wearing a fucking lettered shirt.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
Literally stupid.
There's shitloads of school.
Safety. I want to go off about the safety.
Yeah, there is loads of schools that are safe as fucking. They don't have a little, you know what I mean, like a little logo.
We have our IDs. We have to go through.
You know what? You know what they should do? Look. This is what I think. Before anybody else goes off, I just want to say this. Most of the security guards in there need security guards. That's what I'm saying. Those motherfuckers need to up their security. They need actual weapons. They need to be fit and not look like fucking Bowser. And the other one looks like fucking Diddy Kong over there. They need to actually get real motherfuckers. They need to at least be able to bench 135. And they actually need to have weapons on them. Then we'll be safe. Not some little ass, oh, look, I have a fucking B on my little fucking shirt. Fuck you guys.
Honestly,
Go ahead.
I agree with you on the whole weapons part because, like, say, like, you know, students giving them, like, you know, some type of attitude. They have, like a bat in their hand or something like that. They can just easily say,
I think it should just be plain flat out like police. Like
being like a white kid with a bat.
I think they should just have, like, look, I think they should just have, like, I think they should be legitimate, like, guards and just have, like, a pistol on them. If there's some real crazy fuck that gets in there, you have, like, and they also need to have more. I'm not saying have, like, a whole army in the fucking school, but they should have more. And I think they should be more well prepared. That's all I'm trying to say.
What I want to say about the security.
What are we, an asylum? Jesus.
About the security, right? So you
I
got
mean,
you got these B, right? You got the B's and you got the IDs.
The thing is,
B's and IDs,
right?
The
You got
thing
that.
that pisses me off
Okay.
about like in particular, say if you're wearing a bright red sweater, you're just walking into school like on your phone showing them your ID. They'll stop you because of like what you're wearing. They'll say, "Oh, take off a sweater, take off everything, give me your book bag."
That's so
like that
ridiculous,
pisses me off. I've been going to that school for 4 years, and I remember the guy stopped me
Yeah, so
like,
we
a
all
couple
have.
weeks ago. Are you kidding me?
So
go ahead, Savvy. Go ahead, Savvy. Go ahead.
We got B, we got IDs, right?
Yeah.
That's for our safety, right?
Yeah.
Every 40 minutes, the doors unlock, and whoever the fuck can walk right in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right? So these B's and IDs are worthless because one random motherfucker could just walk in.
For real.
Any
Any door he wants.
door.
all the doors open up.
People been doing it. My friend Gabby does it. She didn't even go to this because she walks through sometimes.
Especially through the side ones.
Fridays.
That shit's fucking easy as hell, man.
The easiest thing you could just walk right in, and boom, these IDs don't even work. They don't even work. For what? Why do we even have them? They don't even work. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
They don't help.
Every single time somebody complains about it, they're straight up like, "Oh, it's to prevent bullying." Say some kid doesn't have nicest clothes as like the other, that person will get bullied. You get bullied for wearing a beat. The other person can be wearing a beat, and he will bully you for wearing a beat.
Yeah.
Very much.
I don't think that
you're not stopping bullying in any kind of way. If anything, you'd be helping people because people would be wearing stuff that they're comfortable with. It's gonna be expressing. They're gonna be expressing themselves. They won't be feeling like as like locked up inside. They're actually gonna feel like somewhat confident in themselves. Like overall, like they're just like it. Like the outcome they want, they're getting the complete opposite.
Oh, definitely. I'd also like to bring to attention that the
old bastards, they don't understand like how the new era really is. Oh, they like judge it off of how everything was when they were growing up. All right, like when you were growing up. All right, times have changed. You grew up in a racist era. What do you want about?
I just like to say that the security guards are having sexual relations with the students.
Oh, wait, what was that nigga's name? I think he got fired like our sophomore year. He gave a fireball to a girl and he did stuff with it too. He did mad stuff with like hella girls in the school. Dom. My boy Dom.
Dom who?
I think he's John's cousin.
Beat to the max. It's over for him.
Bro, that was dumb funny. Nah, he was a hookup though. If you wanted to smoke in school, he would actually hook you up. Like he would find you a good spot. I don't
think John said that happened, Hamza, so we shouldn't probably talk about that.
Nah, I remember like the whole thing back in sophomore year. Something happened with him, like with like students and stuff. Long story and all that stuff. They should have been every story. Look, check your snap. I've heard some of them have sold weed and shit. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, who doesn't? Like, the fact that they're worrying about freaking uniform and shit. Like, we have kids legit smoking in the middle of freaking class in our school.
Yo, no. Every day before 8th period, I go inside the boys' bathroom, right? On the 3rd floor, north side. And
the whole school smells like shit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no. There's always a group of kids who are always smoking a Juul inside there.
Dude, I remember. Yo, Victor, wasn't it you that told me that like you were in CAF or something? I think it was freshman year, right? And you said some guy just whipped out fucking weed in the middle of fucking CAF. I think it was you that told me. That's crazy. That's insane.
Like this man literally said
during my freshman year,
that's crazy.
My boy Vic, right? He pulled out a blunt in the middle of class, lit it up, blew it, and Mr. Bringarrison didn't even notice.
I remember there was this one time,
he lit a whole
I swear on everything. There was this one time sophomore year. It was my history teacher. I don't know who like smoked weed or anything, but I remember sophomore year, we're all just sitting, me and my friends, and out of nowhere, my teacher, because we're taking a test, he stops. Like, there's this row, and I was like the 4th one, so he's walking through this row, right? Literally stops, looks around, sniffs, because we all smelled we all smell weed, right? I'm like, oh shit, I think he found out. And literally, this man's just looking around. He said, he literally said, who did it? Right. And nobody responded. He was just looking around. He was just like, who did it? Like, who did it? I was like, holy shit, whoever fucking
that's
did it.
That's funny as hell. Like, I mean, it's not, but it is. I don't know. That's crazy, man.
Dang, what was I gonna say? Yeah, have you guys ever been called in by the school for a drug test, a random drug test?
No, not me.
I've been called for a drug test.
No, I've been called twice for it, freshman year and sophomore year.
What do they do if you're caught? What do they do if you're caught?
I think, Brandon was called for it too. No, they just made me pee in a cup, that's all.
Yo.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yo,
no, I swear to God, bro. The people that they call in for drug tests are the ones who have never touched anything, ever. and the people are actually out here smoking weed, like popping heroin, like over here, just like acting like angels and
Wait,
stuff like
Hamza.
that. Like never done it. Yeah, it was good.
Yo, what do they do if you get caught like with that shit? Like what?
I don't know.
Do you know? Do you know anybody who
I would
did?
assume-
Think they put you in rehab or something?
Yeah. First, they call your parents.
Uh huh.
It's 10 days suspension.
Oh
weed.
shit.
You get suspended. Obviously, like the authorities are told to,
Uh huh.
and then like you have to go to rehabilitation.
I remember sophomore year. I was in my U.S. What was it, like 2 class, and
Anthony wasn't in baseball.
dude, I remember in my US 2 class sophomore year, right? They like one of our like teacher helpers just fucking walked in and just like fucking manhandled the fuck out of this kid who sat in front of me. They were like, "You have weed on you. You have weed on you." Then like 2 seconds later, he walked him out of the class, and then like he brought him back in, and he was like, "You see, nothing happened," and he just did it to prank everybody in the fucking class. I'm like, what? I thought the kid was gonna get the shit beaten out of him. I'm like, what the hell just happened, dude?
Jesus,
Like, what the heck? That was just so random.
There's only a few like security guards that I'm actually chill with.
Yeah.
One of them is Crush. That's the homie right
Pretty
there.
much everybody's cool with him.
Yeah, Crush is the homie. He's actually one of the only decent security guards who actually care about the students. I mean, he's funny. Like he'll do some funny stuff with the students, but like he's stupid chill. And then there was also Snap. What was his name? I completely forgot. He works in the library now too, but he also works as the security guard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name.
I was chill with him like sophomore year.
Yeah. Yo, Anthony, what do you think of the uniform? What do you think of these random drug tests? What do you think of overall the school and a lot of the rules? Just give a little spiel, a little rant. This is just your chance to get your shit out there. It's got the comments popping. Everybody's giving their opinions. Just say as much as you want. It's unfiltered, man. Just go ahead. Everybody said their part pretty much.
Well, first off, I can't see you, Tony. You're like not there. That's the first thing.
Really? What the fuck?
And the second thing is, fuck the school. Fuck
Wait, hold on.
Fuck the teachers, fuck security, fuck the principal, fuck the vice principals, fuck whoever else runs that fucking school. I don't give a fuck who it is. Fuck them all. I fucking hate them. Fuck them.
Yeah, and got a lot of hate stored up over here, man.
Wait, can everybody else see me, or is that just Anthony? What the hell? It looks fine for me on my phone.
I'll see you.
No, I can't see you.
It's probably on your computer,
I don't know. Yeah, I can't see him.
Yeah,
wait, Savy, you said you can't see me either, or?
Good for me.
All right.
Yeah, no, you're good.
All right, bro. But yeah, anything? What do you think about the? Well, I mean, I know you said fuck uniform and stuff like that, but you wanna give just even if it's a little bit, like a tiny bit of like insight about why it is that you think it's stupid about the uniform and about the protection laws and like rules and shit.
Uniform's fucking stupid. It does nothing. It's just a fucking shirt we wear. We should take the uniform and we should burn that fucking shit on camera and send it to those motherfuckers. And second off, security can suck a whole dick. Because their ass, all of them should be fired. Fuck them all. What else? Teachers, fuck the teachers. Don't give a fuck about them. Principal, that tomato-looking motherfucker, fuck him.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Lockdown.
Yo, you know.
What else?
Go ahead.
What else is there? That Wyatt guy really pisses me off. I don't even have him. But
Victor was going off about him before too.
Yeah, I don't even have him as a teacher, but if I did, I'd probably flip out on him already. So fuck him. What else is there?
Students.
What an entrance.
Yeah, fuck homework. Fuck everything about school. School just sucks in general. I'm happy this is my last year. Fuck college. I'm not going to that shit either. Fuck everything about it. They can all suck.
Jesus. All right,
spoken like a true rock star.
Hey, I told him to be completely
I'm letting it out, Vic. Fuck you.
I told him to be completely
Suck my left nut, you faggot.
All right. I told him to. I told him to go off as much as he wanted to. So
school's not like I understand you hate school. Obviously, you showed that off. I mean, yet again, I'm not gonna defend school. Yeah, fuck school.
Word.
Go ahead and keep ranting,
bro.
Word. That was a good rant, and I liked that. A lot of energy.
This man. A whole lot of energy, man.
I like it a lot. A whole lot.
Right. Everybody everybody gave in their thoughts about the whole uniform thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody. Anyone else want to say anything like not only just the uniform, but I guess we can also like just translate this also into like any of the other rules or anything that pisses you off, or maybe something that you actually like or you think is dope.
Hats and hoodies. Hats. And
hoodies. Why can't we just wear fucking hats? What is somebody gonna have fucking like drugs on here?
Because apparently they can't see you well if you have.
What respect does this building have to begin with?
Hey, wait. No, but Victor, you know what's all right. So I'm gonna go off of his point in case anybody didn't hear Victor. Say that one more time.
No, basically their excuse is literally if someone does something, they need to look at the cameras. They need to look at someone's face, and they can't because of this.
All right. I can understand.
I can understand that. But before,
if it's in the middle of class, I just have my hoodie on and I'm getting written up for it. Like,
yeah, that's like ridiculous. Like as far as the security part of it is concerned. Okay, what if everybody has their fucking B shirt? You can obviously tell that makes you safe, right? So what fucking difference does it make if you have a hat on? You can still see that you have your little B on, right? So obviously we're part of the school. So I mean, I don't understand.
Like, my thing is that I don't mind a couple of rules about having a hood on or anything like that. Yeah. But like, obviously, like, if you're in the middle of the hallway and stuff like that, fight breaks out, something like that, they need to recognize anybody.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Have a rule about that. Don't have your hood on or hat on when you're in the hallway. But if you're in the middle of class chilling out, just have your hood on. Like, it doesn't have to be a big deal that,
Especially if you're, like, what if you're cold or if it's just comfortable? Who gives a fuck?
Like, what if you're sick or you have, like, a headache or something like that? Like,
yeah. I don't even understand why it's a big deal. Like, it's legit. Like, they'll get tight over nothing. It's insane.
Yeah. They go very tight.
But, I mean, we're almost out of there, fellas, all of us. So, let's fucking go. 5 months. Thank God, man.
Like 6 months, yeah. 6 months.
6 months. And I graduate on my fucking birthday, too, so I'm gonna be happy as hell. I graduate on my birthday, so I'm gonna be happy as hell.
Yeah. We graduate, yeah. I'm June 21st, so day before my birthday.
Oh, and our Spanish teacher, bro. If anybody, I don't want to say her name. Fuck it. All right, let's just move on to another topic before I go on the whole other.
Gotta throw a huge ass party.
Oh yeah.
Weird.
Dude, Seaside is gonna be stupid lit though when right after prom.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dumb. Dumb lit. A lot of people are trying to say, oh, let's go to Wildwood instead. Nah, like, I think like it's the VHS tradition to go to Seaside.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, just like not necessarily for this. Like, not necessarily for after prom and all that, but overall, Wildwood is nice.
Well,
so I
heard one idea we have is to go to Jamaica.
You're wild.
For a week.
What?
Yeah, man.
Jamaica, yeah. Them students are about to be stupid stoned.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, Selena, you already know.
I can't hear me anymore, by the way.
You can't hear who?
Tony.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Everybody else hears and sees me, right?
Alright, so is that what everybody has to say about the whole school uniform rule policy?
Wait, does everybody hear and see me? Like, or is it just Ant?
One more thing.
I hear you.
Okay.
Alright, one more thing. Shoot.
Ready for this?
I'm ready for it. Tell me.
Everything involved with school. Everything. They can all suck one.
Oi.
A mean one or a long one or like?
Oi.
They can suck a big.
Let's go. Let's go to the next one.
Alright, yeah, no, I'm definitely ready. I'm ready for the next topic. I think. Alright, so we talked. Wait, just to do a mini recap. So we talked about anime. We talked about preservatives and food and drink.
Yo, Tony, your audio's cutting out.
It's cutting
That's
out.
What I'm saying.
Yeah. Alright, I'll do that portion for you. We went over anime. We went over harmful food and beverages, stuff like that. Thoughts on school uniforms, stuff like that.
Wait, what's up?
The next one is personal, funny stories, ghost stories, horror stories, anything like that that's happened to us.
Yeah.
So, Savvy, you already know. I want you to start off. You already know.
What the fuck's up with my audio, though?
So, I'll start off with
I hear you.
Hamza was saying that
Hit us with that ghost.
It's not even me, Vic. Tom's the two.
It's me too?
Who is it?
I hear Hamza completely fine. I hear and see everybody fine.
Chat, can you hear us all or like?
Yeah, the chat. Let us know in the chat if everybody you can see everybody and hear everybody fine. Before we go on to any other topics, because I don't want anybody to miss anything.
Another recap of like last Thursday happening.
Yeah. We got 15 likes and 5 dislikes, so I mean that's pretty good.
That's actually pretty damn good. That's better than last one.
Oh, by the way, this is a little bit about the other topics. I remember. Nor literally before you start off with the next topic, Nor sent me this picture on Snapchat to show you guys. I obviously can't because I'm on my phone right now, but it's literally his ID. It's split in half, and he's been getting to school like that this whole year.
That's crazy.
Literally. If you can get into school like that, what the fuck is the point of getting IDs? Are you kidding me? Like,
they were honest for that, like in the first 2 weeks, and then after that they just stopped caring.
After that, they don't. The teachers don't care. It's only people like Mr. White that care. But like,
even with late, bro, they've been pretty lenient for me because I've been late at least like 8 times. That shit said like 1 time in this whole marking period. I'm like, wow, nice.
Thank you. Right, less.
Yeah.
Bro, I had like 2 weeks off from school. When I got my report card back, it said like 2 days off.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Yeah, they did the same shit to me. I was out like 2 days, and they only said I was out for 1. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, hey, lit. I mean, that's an extra day if I get sick.
I went from I think 15 days to like 2 days.
That's insane.
That's funny.
I mean, hey, it worked for you.
All right, on to the next topic, personal stories.
Let's talk about
Xavier,
personal
you stories.
Up
with it.
Yeah.
All right. So, first time I moved into this house, the house I'm in now, right?
Right.
We used to hear a lot of things, right?
Right.
A lot of noise. So we had the house is haunted.
Right.
Right. So I'm just chilling in my room, laying in my bed, my bunk bed. I shared with Tyson, my younger brother.
Right.
And everything like that, and I see a figure in my open closet.
Wait, you see a what?
I see a figure in my open closet.
Oh shit! At what time?
I think I remember you telling this.
And it's like it's just like it's like some guy just looking at me, and I don't say anything to it. They don't say anything to me. I'm just chilling. And the next day, I bring it up to my mom. I'm like, "There's a guy in my closet," and she's like, "What?" There's a guy in my closet. He stands there every night.
I'm getting chills.
Yeah, and I explained it to her, like what he looks like and everything like that. And she said that's what my uncle looks like, my dead uncle.
Oh yeah, I remember the story. I remember you telling me this like 2 years ago.
Curious, how old were you?
I was 8, 9, around then.
Alright.
So apparently, I could see ghosts.
Nah.
Yeah.
I remember when Xavier first told me the story, I was like, bro, like, there is no way some crazy stuff has happened. But like when I recap in my life too, like there's a lot of paranormal stuff that happens. Like I believe in all that stuff too. Like
certain things.
Victor's voice is kind of low. Tony, they're having a hard time hearing you. Everybody else is fine though.
I don't know what's wrong with my thing. Hold on, everybody. Can you hear me now? I mean, I haven't been saying shit for the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, we heard you when you were saying, "Can you hear me now?" But after that, like, you just cut off.
How's my audio right now?
Hello.
The audio's good. It's good.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
All right. If it cuts off again, maybe I'll put in my beats or some shit. Right. I don't know.
Yeah. Savy, you got any other stories to tell? Funny stories, personal, anything like that?
I can tell all the time. Hold on. Which one should I do?
Ooh, tell the homeless guy in the dark alleyway grabbing the nigga.
Oh, okay. So one time I'm in New York, right, with my family and everything, and I stray ahead of them a little bit. I walk ahead of them, and everything's good. I'm just chilling. I'm on my own business. I look across the street. I see a businessman, just got off of work, right? Got a suitcase in his hand and everything, the suit, the whole thing. He looks like he's about to go home, whatever. He comes up this alleyway, right? And out of the abyss of the darkness, come in and grab him and pull him into the darkness.
Like,
yo, I love this story.
No nothing, and he's just gone. And I look. I wait for like 5 minutes to see if he comes out. He's just gone. I tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, something happened. So he's like, what happened? He's like, somebody got pulled in there, and I didn't see him come out. And she's like, that. It's just
fuck that.
What part of New York were you in though?
I don't even know New York now. I don't even understand the directions of it. So,
Hey, nigga was in the middle of Hell's Kitchen.
I find out where he was now. The police asked me. That man's gone.
That's crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck I would do if that happened.
Some dirty hands reaching out of the shadows, grabbed the man and pulled him in.
Any other stories you got?
Oh, y'all can go for now.
All right, I want to say mine. So this is just some really weird shit that happened to me the other day, and I even posted it on Snap as it was fucking happening, right? So wait, even before I say it, my audio is good now, right? No more bullshit.
Yeah, you're good.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
All right, so I was in English class, right? And it was Friday. We had a half a day of school, and I'm sitting there, right? And he's like, "Yo, just go on your Chromebooks, do whatever. We don't give a shit." There's like a 20-minute period, seventh period. So we have a substitute, and this fucker is he's got something odd about him. He's got something about him, right? But I'm like trying not to pay too much attention, right? To him. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go on my Chromebook. They're like, you know that Newsella bullshit they make you do sometimes. They read the article. Yeah. All right. So he's like, go ahead and do that. Right. So I look around the classroom and I'm like, damn, there's barely anybody here. I look around and I catch eyes with the fucking substitute, and he's like, he's staring at me. I'm like, and I'm like, so then like I go back on my fucking Chromebook, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm low-key creeped out. And this motherfucker's done something like that to me before in my math class, right? So I'm like, all right, let me calm down. I mean, he probably just thinks I'm like doing something I shouldn't be doing. He's probably just watching me. Bro, 5 minutes later, I look back, right? He's staring at me. As soon as I look over there, he's like, he looks like a fucking owl. He's like, I'm like, dude, what is good with this guy? The whole fucking 20 minutes felt like 20 hours. He was just staring at my ass, and I don't know what was wrong with it. And he wasn't just looking at me like, he was like that the whole fucking time. I'm like, bro, what is good with this guy? And like he did not stop.
Chat says that he stares a lot.
What happened?
Cincy,
Oh yeah.
That,
he stares
a lot. Yeah,
Who's Cincy? Randa?
That's my girl. She spelled her thing wrong, and she's watching it right now.
Oh.
But it's Cindy. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, Cincy, fix that shit. Anyway, yeah, so I was so creeped out. She was like, I mean, the guy was just like, he was just there like that, right? And you guys know Chris Cook, right? He was right there. He was right next to me. So I looked at him, and he starts bawling, laughing, right? I'm like, yo, check your snap. And I texted him, I'm like, bro, is the guy still staring at me? And he's like, he looks at him and he's like, he starts bawling. He's like, oh shit, he wants you, bro. And he texts me, he's like, yo, stay after class, dude. Just chill. He's like, yo, don't worry. He's like, and then like 5 minutes.
Did Chris put it on his Snapchat?
Nah, he didn't put it on my Snapchat, but he was he was just like private messaging me on there, like telling me what was going on. I don't want to keep looking at this fucker. Creepy as hell. And then he was like, yo, he smiled at you. I'm like, oh my God, bro. He was just staring at me the whole fucking time. And then I look back up, and all I see is, and this, bro, and fucking Chris is just laughing at me, bro. It was so fun. Dude, as soon as the bell, shut up, Victor. As soon as the bell rang, dude, I've never jetted so much faster, bro. I hate cardio, but bro, I jetted the fuck out of there, man. I've never been out so fucking quick, dude. That shit was insane. You would think that you have like 5 popo cars after me. That's how fast I jetted out of that shit. And then, bro, I've never experienced something like that, like creepy shit like that before.
Yo, your audio messed up a bit.
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It just like it pitched down real quick. That's all.
All right, that's
it's just
fine.
going up and down.
All right, but yeah, that was obviously some really creepy shit. And if I see him, I really wanted to slam my Chromebook and just fucking scream at him and just storm out the classroom and tell my VP and have him arrested. I was like, yo, this motherfucker is fucking creepy. He's a pedophile. Get him the fuck out of here. He's over looking at me. He's looking at me like I'm a fucking chicken parm dinner going, fucking nuts as hell. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. Tell your story. Oh, wait, let me tell one scary story real quick. So, I have a couple, but the weirdest...
You looked in the mirror and you got scared.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You looked in the mirror and you fucking started barfing. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. Anyway, So I went. All right. So what was? Oh yeah. All right. So I was in 6th grade, right? Little ass Tony Tortellini, right? I'm sitting in my fucking kitchen. All right. Let's not make these moaning. So I'm in my kitchen, right? All right. So I had my first.
Became morning god.
All right. So I had my first phone, right? It was a flip phone. I was in 6th grade, and I'm sitting there. I just had a sandwich. Robin, if you're in here, was good. So anyway, I had a sandwich. I finished it. Right, but you know, I don't like eating the crust of it, right? So I have my sandwich. I left the crust. I'm 6 years, I'm in fucking 6th grade. I make this little stupid video, right? I whip out my phone. I'm like, and I just said something, right? I'm like, look, there's bread. Look, don't judge me. I was in fucking 6th grade. I made a stupid video. I was like, look, there's bread. Blah 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 blah. That's a waste of bread. I don't like the crust of the bread. All right, so I made a little stupid video. I was bored. And then I replayed the video. Now, I didn't hear anything when I actually recorded it. However, when I replayed it, I was like, look, that's bread. All I heard was, oh. And then I was like, that's a waste of it. And all I heard was, oh. Right? And like, I replayed it, and all you could tell is like someone just saying yes and a grunt in the background. And it had to be a spirit, bro. And I just watched it so many times. I showed so many people, and everybody agreed. There's no way in hell that was just something else. Like, that was definitely something that my device caught up that I didn't personally hear. You know what I mean? That shit was insane. Like, that was really creepy watching that. And then I remember another time, I used to have like collect airsoft guns and shit, right? And yeah. I got a new one, so I was unboxing it and I was like unloading the mag and everything. I was like, yo, this is nice. It was like an AK-47, right? And then all of a sudden, like in my parents' room, right? All you hear is like two like drawers, they just like slammed shut, and I just started running, and I just got on the floor, and I was like, yo, who is that, bro? Like, I'm telling you, some shit has happened here, but like, it hasn't been like that for many years, so I've been good, but it has been some pretty creepy experiences, I'm not gonna lie. Those are a couple of them, but go ahead. That's my little spiel of some of the paranormal and stupid shit that happens to me.
Alright, I'm gonna hit y'all with some stories. Go ahead. Should I go with? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna hit y'all with some deep stuff that's happened to me in my past.
Always.
All right. I'm pretty sure you guys already know about it, so I'm gonna let the niggas right here in live stream who are watching know. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna the who's here, not me. All right. So I was about 6 years old right here, and I'm at my cousin's house, right? We're all chilling in the back and all. We're having a fun time, family meeting, all that stuff. Like, we're having a good time. It's been a while since we saw each other. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, we used to go to their house, like, every single weekend. But, like, for that period, we didn't see them for, like, a month or two. So we were like, oh, dude, like, we have to meet up. Like, because they went out of country for a while, and then we did.
Right.
So we didn't see them for a while. So we, like, met up immediately, right? Mm-hmm. So we're in the backyard having a barbecue at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we're checking it. Like, we're all having a fun time. Me and my cousin Asnan, who's, like, a year or two older than me. We're playing baseball and stuff like that. Like, we're just having a fun time. And then, like, all we hear from the distance, keep in mind, it's, like, around 8 p.m. right now. It's, like, pitch black dark outside. Mm-hmm. All you hear from the distance is a little girl screaming out, help me, save me, like, crying that out constantly. Like, it was actually, like, we all stopped everything. We stopped the music. Everybody shut up. We're over here like, where's that coming from? Yeah. And we see that it's coming from, we hear that it's coming from like 2 houses down, right? Mm-hmm. So we all race to the front of the house. Mm-hmm. And what we see from the side, right? All right, I remember this day like the back of my hand. Like, I remember everybody's placing. I remember the color of the cars. I remember the street. I remember, like, what kind of decorations my cousins had on their house. So basically how it was, I was in front of everybody else. My cousin was right next to me. But yeah, the 2 youngest ones are obviously all the way up front. Mm-hmm. And then my brother's like 4 feet behind us with my dad. And then all the ladies are like still on like the porch.
Right.
Well, we're all on the like sidewalk.
Right.
And all we see is like a little girl grabbing onto like pavement, being dragged and thrown into a trunk.
Oh, hell no.
That's how... But the even crazier thing is that we knew the girl, too. Like, even I knew her. Like, that's how often we came to the house that we knew the neighbors. And we knew the girl. She was probably, like, she was actually my age. Yeah. She was our age, and she got thrown into the trunk. Right? My dad's like as like she was being dragged. My dad was like, hell no. He grabbed me and my cousin. He threw our asses back, and then like my brother Amar, right? He was ready to go. Like my brother was like probably like a junior or senior in high school at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He goes inside and he was like, hell no. Like, he's about to, like, go up and fuck the guy up, like, help this little girl. And my dad he grabs him, too. He looks at him. He was like, what if he has a gun or a knife on him? What if he tries to take you, huh? What if he starts threatening us, takes the other females? What if he tries to, like, do something to all of us? What if somebody gets shot, somebody gets killed? That's going to be on you. Don't act stupid right now. You staying right here. And then, like, if we see the guy stares at us. He looks at us. And he covers up, like, he picks up his jacket. And you see a big-ass handgun, right? Like, just on the side of his pocket. And, like, my dad's like, all right, yeah, no, everybody go. Like, he told the ladies, they're like, yo, go inside the house right now, right now. And us guys, we started backing up. And, like, so, like, my uncle, right? He just immediately takes out his flip phone. Yes, 06, of course we're going to have a flip phone. And he calls up 911. He was like, listen, this is the street we're at. This is the house that the girl got taken from. The guy is driving this color car. He turned that way. I don't know the license plate. I didn't catch it. All I saw that there was like an E inside of it. That's it. And that was towards the end. That's it. That's all I know. Help this little girl. Like, she's like all alone right now. Go help her. Like, you know, and simple as that. And then like, yeah. And after that, I have no idea what happened. She's probably dead for all I know.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that nigga. I don't know. She probably lived a long, happy life. Probably didn't. But yeah, that was that. And like, I was like, well, yeah, 6 years old when that all happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my cousins, they kept us like all updated for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They kept us updated for like a week, to my knowledge, and then after that, it's like, oh yeah, what happened?
That's
like.
crazy.
To this day, I still have no idea. I'm probably gonna ask my sister, like, right after this, be like, "Yo, that girl ever die or something?" Like, hopefully she didn't, but like, you know.
Yo, I see the stream on my phone. It's a little bit It was a little bit laggy, and it seems to be getting a bit better now. So just like if anyone else can check on their device just to see how it looks. I mean, to me, it looks like it's getting a little bit like the consistency looks better now. Anybody in the comments, if you could let us know how it looks. It's probably just my connection. I mean, to me, it shows good, but I don't know if it's maybe just from OBS.
Yeah, no. For me, it's kind of glitchy too. It's like, you know,
I don't know.
It's just slow for me.
Yeah.
All right. So, time for a funny story.
Right.
So, this was actually pretty recent. Ant, I'm pretty sure you were there. Victor, I know for a fact you were there. So, we were all at one.
I wasn't there for that one, but
So, we're all having a dandy time. We're eating our food, stuff like that. Some cokehead comes in out of nowhere.
Literally, I swear to God on everything. He was on cocaine.
Bro, he was on coke, right? He comes in, he goes up to us. In my head, I'm like, all right, he's probably a homeless guy asking for food. Whatever, we'll hook him up. He was like, oh, he looks at all of us. He's like, y'all got burgers? I know y'all got burgers.
You told us last time.
Yeah, we're like, we were looking at our hands. We're like, we just finished that stuff. We're like, yo, my fault, bro. We don't have anything. He was like, I know y'all got them fries, though. Grabbed Victor's bag. Grabbed everything that was inside there. He grabbed all the chicken nuggets and just left. We're all looking at each other. Like, oh, just happened. Like, did that actually?
All right, you didn't tell that one.
No,
and then he goes over to where the ketchup dispenser is, right?
Oh, so it is the same.
Fills up his hand with like ketchup and just straight up eats all the food off.
Yeah, you did tell this one last stream.
Yeah, and then he takes out the Coke bottle, goes to like where the fountain machine is. He sticks it over here, and they're over here like, "Yo, we'll give you some water. You want some water?" And he was like, "Nah, I want Coke." I look at Steve and I was like, "Yeah, he had some of that earlier, huh?"
That's crazy.
It was
no, from my perspective.
And then right after that, right, we leave. Me, Steve. Me, Eddie, Steve, and Mark. We start going down. We turn our heads. We're on I think we're on 29th, and we see a cokehead just chilling on in an alleyway, having the time of his life. We're over here like, hey, that's my boy. He's having a fun time. He's not bothering anybody.
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
From my perspective, when we're at Wendy's, literally, I could have sworn those were Hamza's fries, and I looked at me. I was like, in my mind, I was like, "You're not gonna do anything." And then I realized it was my bag, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I'm over like, I didn't order anything. Like,
if the guy ever like touched me or anything, I would have actually gone physical with them.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure like if he would have touched any of us, we all would have just like jumped.
Like I would have fucking. Since he was there, he was obviously weaker.
There was a dad too over there. He was like, "Listen, I was ready to jump this guy because he got a little too close to kids."
Yeah.
And, like no, we all kind of got up too, like when he was starting getting near the kids and stuff like that, because we're like, "All right, nah. Like he can mess around with us, but don't mess around with like little ass kids, right?"
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Also, another thing I want to bring up, in case like people didn't know, there's a big drug problem in Bayonne when it comes to heroin and coke.
Yeah, we brought that up the last stream, but we can talk a little bit since it's relevant, you know.
And like literally, they like cover it up with like saying, "Oh, like the major problem is weed in our city."
It's not
like it's not. Look out of here. It's
Yo.
cocaine, heroin.
Yo, Anthony.
It's popping mollies out here.
Yeah.
Anthony, I want to hear you speak. Tell us at least a funny story, a scary story, a weird story. That's something that's ironic.
Hey, you've been to a bunch of concerts before. Tell us your experience.
You've been to concerts.
No,
you've been chilling with people doing
Anthony, I know you
crazy
got stories
shit.
going to
I know you got stories. We all got at least one story that's crazy.
You go to rock concerts.
I got several stories, bro.
I know it's crazy around.
Tell us something funny, something scary.
After Anthony, I'll go.
Right.
There was one concert I went to. It was MMR BBQ Festival. It was like a year or two ago, and this isn't like too crazy, but like we were just listening to music, and then some guy threw up all over himself.
Ew! What the fuck? That's nasty as hell.
At Logic's concert, somebody threw up on the floor, and everybody was. Logic was funny with it though. Like everybody was trying to turn up, right? And in the middle of a song, Logic's like, "Yeah, I see y'all trying to turn up without touching that vomit on the floor."
Anyway,
Logic was stupid.
Still next in there, and we were like, "Nice." And then another time, oh yeah, so I always meet new people when I go. This one guy, I was bullshitting with. It was at Corn and Stone Sour, yeah, and he told me some like stories when he was like this big, he was like this skinny dude that goes into pits and stuff. And he told me one time he went to a pit and some guy like threw him up and he went flying into the crowd or some shit like that. And then he was trying to start a pit throughout the whole night. I was going with him. I was just like playing with him. But like I don't know, everyone was being pricks about it. No one wanted a pit, so we were all like, "All right, fuck you." So then he accidentally fucking jumped into some lady that was laying down, and he just fucking rolled on her. He was like, "My bad."
He was like, "Oh."
She was like, "It's all good. It's all good."
Yeah, that's
you
funny.
know whose mosh pits that I'm type of afraid to go to. I'm pretty sure you know who they are. Code Orange. Yeah. Like I've seen videos of their mosh pits, bro. They're insane.
Bless you.
Hardcore mosh pits, yeah. They're they're hardcore. Like they just go in there kicking, elbowing, like just punching.
Yeah, like my boy Brendan, like he's been inside mosh pits, like he's gotten concussions. He's been knocked out before. He's been hitting the ribs. He's been escorted by security before. Like he's like beating up a guy inside there. That's insane. Brendan.
It's fun.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys should go into one.
I remember when I went to the Drake and Future concert like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago with Julian, and we're about to enter in, right? This is in MSG. I don't know if like any of you guys have been to MSG.
Yeah, I've been there several times.
Yeah, you know how like when you enter, there's like that big ass staircase, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a drunk white boy, bro. When I tell you he was drunk, oh my god, it looked like he was on coke, straight up like that. 10 security guards, one skinny white boy. Guess who wins? Yo, he juked the fuck out of them, bro. Alright, so how it had them, they're all on the stairs, right? These niggas are big body. Keep that in mind. They're bigger than you, Tony. They're holding them down. One's holding them by both of their legs, and the other has them in like a headlock, right? Mm-hmm. Bro, this little white boy had some crackhead strength. Because all he did was that. He punched the security guard and he dipped, right? The guy who was scanning, he was mid-scanning me for anything like that, right? No, he was getting my brother. He was getting my brother and patting him down mid pat. Right? He sees him. He was like, code red, and starts dipping. Like, yeah, he looked like some Homer Simpson type nigga who could barely even catch his own breath. And he was sprinting towards it, right? My brother looks at me. He was like, yo, thank God. Because he had weed on him and stuff like that. So he was like, yo, let's get it. Yeah. So he was like, yo, God really blessing us out here. So, bro. Do you remember like the old WWE like episodes where like Edge would spear somebody through like the top rope or something like that?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Edge spears Jeff Hardy through like off the top rope onto the mat? This little white boy did it to the guy who's like you know, patting everybody down. Yo, it was like at least like it was a pretty big flight of stairs, and these niggas started rolling down, and all I see this white boy rip off his shirt, sprint out into the street, hop over a car, and just run to the moon.
This man was on Ninja Warrior. That's crazy.
Bro, his girl was there. She was like, she looks at us. She was like, God damn it. She's
like, oh, fuck.
She didn't do nothing. She was stupid calm and just walked away.
That's crazy. That's insane. Wait, Anthony, finish your thing, though. Or if you got anything else.
Yeah.
Maybe something scary, something weird.
Slipknot with Jonathan. Me and him were seeing Slipknot and Marilyn Manson, and we were on lawn seats, and there was like these couple of teams in front of us, and they had like extra tickets. So they were like, they seemed like we were behind them. So like I think it was girls, maybe the guys. I forgot which ones, but one of them was like, hey, we should want to give the tickets to these guys. And then one of them said, "No, let's go give it to the girls or whatever in front of us." And me and John were like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" we could have got closer, but I was like, "God damn it!" Well, anyway, that same concert, I met a guy, and me and him, we just hit it off, and we were fucking like singing together the whole concert and stuff. So that was pretty fun.
Oh, how romantic!
Yeah, right. And then I'm trying to think. There was one time I seen Limp Bizkit, and Fred Durst came into the crowd, and he was he got up to us, and like I couldn't move, like I was at an angle. I was just standing at an angle because there's so many people there. Like everyone was to an angle, just falling down because he was like in front of us and stuff, trying to get to him.
Yeah.
And he pointed at me one time because I was singing a song, so he pointed at me. That was pretty cool. I was like, oh shit.
Cool.
And then my uncle, Wes Bordlin, got into the crowd at the same concert, the guitar player. And my uncle, there was like a pit, so my uncle went through, and he was just fucking, because he's a tall ass big dude, and he looks like Mick Thompson from Slipknot, and he was just fucking out of the pit and stuff, trying to get to Wes.
Right.
So that was pretty cool.
All right.
Those are my.
All right, so before Vic goes, I just want to say these two. I mean, honestly, we could all go on about like these different stories for a bit because this is pretty fun to tell. I'm not gonna lie. Like if Savy, Hamza, even Anthony, if you come up with something later, Victor, we'll get to yours. You can tell as many as you want. I just wanted to say this shit was funny as hell. So I think I told like Victor and Anthony, but I don't know if Savy knows or if Hamza knows or anybody in the chat. But basically, there are like too many things that like kind of coincide with each other. So I remember with my first, with the first movie that I filmed, right? So this was in early September, like legit, like 2 or 3 days before school started, just around that
Tony,
time.
your audio's kind of messed up.
Yeah, you keep cutting out, Tony.
Why?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like it literally, like it lowers your volume and then like it just to complete nothingness.
I don't know why, because like. It wasn't doing that before, right? It was good the rest of the
we'll
stream,
figure it out in the future. It's
Fuck
future Tony's problem.
I can't hear Tony at all.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, Victor, go in the meantime while I figure this out.
All right, let me tell you guys a funny story that happened in the Logic concert. So, this was when they were pulling the bullshit on us, and they were selling bottles of water for $6, and I didn't have shit. They made us throw all our beverages out, which is gay and retarded.
Yeah, no, even Logic was talking about it. He was like shit talking Barclays Center for like selling it for $6 and not allowing us to bring it.
Bro, they're fucking shit. Like, how the fuck are you gonna let us Nah, they're fucking stupid. $6 for a bottle of water that I already had.
So that was more than Comic-Con. Comic-Con, it was like $4.
Yeah, exactly. It was retarded though. I don't. Anyway. So fuck. That's time I forgot. Oh, basically, I was already fucking like thirsty as hell and tired, right? And there was like, I remember I heard a bunch of people behind me. They're like, "Yo, let's move up closer. Like, move up closer, move up closer." And me and this one guy literally look at each other, and we're like, "Nah, don't let him pass by." I'm like, "Steve, get close to me so you don't let them pass by." Literally, a whole fucking squad of them just are like pushing through, and there are these two guys that look at each other. They're like, "Bro, don't ever touch me like that again."
Oh, I remember
like,
that. I remember that. I was right behind you when that happened.
Yeah, like they were literally about to start. They were about to like square off right fucking there. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna move over here, so I'm like not caught in this. And that happened. I remember Logic was about to perform this one song, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is the type of shit you listen to when you're about to get lit with your girl, right?" And then these two couples look at each other, start kissing. They're like, "Ooh." And I don't fucking know. They just left. I think they went to the bathroom or some shit like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
they got
Yeah, so
food.
that happened.
Shout out to my boy. He got lucky.
Yeah. I was like, oh god. But now for a scary story. You guys ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
It's
I'm
creepy.
ready. I don't think you're ready.
Creepy as fuck.
I don't
I
think
got
you're
two
ready.
stories
Are
actually.
you ready though? No, Vic, are you ready though? I don't think you're ready.
I'm not at all.
Oh yeah.
So this is one time me and my sister were chilling, right? And it was like I was like using the computer in my sister's room, and I remember my little niece had this musical box, and everybody in the house was sleeping, and so like I'm just talking to my sister, and all of a sudden I literally hear like this musical box, like dun, 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 like some shit like that.
Hell
Me and her look at each other. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I'm sorry, but like, I'm not ready to die. Like, I understand I'm the man, but like, you're older than me, so you go outside. He's like, nah, homie, I want to sleep. Bitch pulls a blanket and just goes to sleep automatically. Turns off the lights. I'm like, you're fucking kidding, right? And I don't know where I get the courage to go, but I get like this little fucking. Nah, I basically like turn on my phone's flash. I'm looking, right? Cause like the hallway near my door was like the lights for that was off, so I wanted to turn it on, and I was looking for the musical box, and it was in the closet next to my sister's room, but the weird thing about it is that it was like under all these clothes. It was closed. So like, how the fuck would that even happen? Cause we both heard it, so it was obviously some weird shit that happened. And then. Yeah, so that's the first creepy story. But this one, one I still remember, like, the back of my hand. This is one time I was just chilling in my living room playing Xbox, and it was I think like 11 or so. It was just me, my sister, and my little niece. My sister was I think sleeping. Hold up, I just heard a scream. I swear to God. My sister was sleeping. My little niece was just in my mother's room on her tablet. And I swear to God, she was talking. She wasn't FaceTime me or anything like that. Any of her friends. And out of nowhere, I just hear her talk to someone. She's like, "Oh yeah, look at this, blah blah blah." Blah. Like, do you see this? I'm like, I literally peek over, right, and she's just like on her tablet, looking at the wall, talking to herself. On everything, I called my mother. I'm like, "Mom, can you come home?" Because I was like, I think I was like 15, and I was freaking the fuck out. And all I could think of was like, I grabbed my little niece, and I went to the living room, and I was just like, we were waiting for my mother to like come because I wasn't fucking with none of that shit. Like fuck that.
That's some like Freddy Krueger type shit. Fuck out of here.
Exactly, like fuck that.
Oh
Fuck
yo,
that.
Ant, I hooked it up for you with one of these, the string winders. I hooked it up.
One.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I'll bring it for you tomorrow. I got one for Vic and John too.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Wait for who?
Vic and John, the guys who play guitar with me. String winder.
I was about to say like, I don't know which Vic you're talking about, because I don't play guitar.
Mark.
Alright, I was about to say.
Mark.
Alright. Wait.
Forgot about that.
Wait, can everyone hear me now? Because I got my mic plugged in. It's a lot better?
Yeah.
Alright, bet, cool. Alright, so, so basically, wait, Victor, are you done with yours, or you want to say like one more?
Yeah.
Yo, wait, hold on. BD_SC. Basically, like, this is just a podcast where you just talk about random topics, alright? That's all this is really about. It's kind of gonna go on the
Alright, BD_SC. We really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Even just tuning in, man. We really appreciate it. We're just starting.
Thanks for the like. Thanks for the
Yeah, just as you can tell, this is just our second podcast. Look, we're trying to just, as you can tell in just the name, TruthBoiz, we're just being raw, honest. We can be funny, just tell all sorts of stories, give our knowledge on shit, everything. Who, me?
Yeah, wait, Noor, who are you telling lower?
Probably me, because I'm...
Telling me, telling Tony, telling Xavier, and Vic.
This is probably the creepiest experience I've ever had, though. This is one time I finished hanging out with the guys. I was walking home. It was probably like 11. I remember because I dropped off Al first, and then I have like a couple more blocks to walk home, like 7.
Yeah.
And I was walking on Avenue A, and since like it's not like Broadway, that block is hella dark.
Right.
On everything, I think it was 44th Street. There's this block where there are these trees, and the whole block is literally just pitch black. So I'm walking, I'm listening to music. I look to my left, and I see like this figure like limping over towards like Avenue A. Like he's on the sidewalk, and I'm like, oh shit! And I just start walking fast, like, and that's all.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Oh, I have.
Says that this is a pretty good concept. I'm digging it. Yeah, good luck, bro. And Noor says, Vic, you sound like you're underwater.
Do I know?
I could kind of tell. I can kind of agree with that voice crack though. Wait, fuck you. All right, so I got something kind of similar to that, Vic. All right, so you know how you're talking about how there's this guy who was walking kind of lopsided. So the one time I was coming out of the gym, right, and it was me and my boy Mateusz, or some of you guys call him Matthew. I know Savy, you know him, and Victor. I don't think anybody else does.
I know Mateo. He's in my first period class.
No, he doesn't go. He goes to high tech. Mateusz. He's Polish.
Mateusz? Oh,
yeah.
Wrong person then.
He's cool though, and we used to be like gym buddies, and we're still boys, but he's been more focused on trying to prep for college and all this other shit. But anyway, we were coming out of the gym, and it wasn't even that late, bro. It was maybe like 9, right? We come out the gym. I think it was like a Thursday night, Friday night maybe, and I was gonna go chill or something after my workout, and this random guy walks up to me, talking all this gibberish, right? And he's got this huge ass thing of vodka in his hand with a bag over it, right? With a paper brown bag over it, right? And he's like, guys, hello? I am alcoholic. Guys, I am alcoholic. Guys. How are you guys doing, right? And then he just starts speaking another language. Turns out he starts speaking Polish to my Polish friend. And he just starts rambling, and I was about to just walk away, right? So I try to, like, string away a bit, and the man just starts, like, kind of, like, starts wobbling towards us. But he didn't seem like he was posing a threat, but obviously, we kind of had our guard up. So then he comes, like, near us. And then, like, my boy and I, like, we both, like, had our fists, like, ready, like, just in case he was going to try to do some crazy shit. Then he ended up putting, like, the vodka down, big-ass bottle, right? And he's like, guys, I'm the alcoholic. I am alcoholic. He said it, like, 30 times, nonstop. I'm like, what the fuck do you want from my life? And then, I stood there, right? And then my boy Mateusz is just sitting. I mean, he's not sitting. He's standing there, and he's listening to this shit. Bro, it must have been, like, negative, like, fucking 20 below. Bro, it was cold as shit outside, and he's over here talking about I'm alcoholic, and then I'm like, I'm standing here, and then apparently like 20 minutes later, he's finally done talking, and my boy's like, oh well, basically in Polish, all that he said was how he drinks a lot, and his son does this and he does that, and his son goes to church, and then he goes and he does all this fucked up stuff anyway, and something about, I don't know, but he basically went on a spiel for 20 minutes about his life just to two random motherfuckers that just came out of the gym. And then the last thing he said was, I will fucking find you guys again. And he never fucking found us. Bro, that's some crazy shit. And I feel like once or twice in my fucking life after that night, dude, I feel like I've seen him but it must have been somebody that might have looked sort of like him, but like it was earlier in the day, but I've kind of like eyed certain people like, yo, is this the alcoholic? Like, I'm like, holy shit, is it the same man or like that's that shit? I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like awkward, but it was kind of funny at the same time because this man was so off his shit, and he just kept repeating himself. That shit was hilarious. And then the other thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and this is another good gym story, right? So I was doing sit-ups. I was doing like ab exercises with my boy, right? The same guy, Mateusz. And then I look over and I see these, a couple people doing squats, other people doing deadlifts and shit. And this other guy, he's probably like mid-20s or whatever. And he looked like I don't know. Yeah, like he was pretty young, right? And he was doing ab exercises. All of a sudden, all I hear is oh, oh! All I hear is fucking moaning noises. I'm like, what the hell is this? I look over. Every rep he's doing, he's screaming and squealing. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I could not hold my laughter. And he was like, one sit-up. Oh! Two sit-ups. Oh! Like that. Pardon my fucked up head. Say, yeah, I know. You guys are probably laughing at it.
I was doing leg presses once, and I was like doing a heavy set.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even realize myself, but like, yo, sometimes when you're doing a heavy set,
no,
you gotta get a scream.
No. I do that shit all the time. I just be like, ruh, ruh, right? But I do that. But bro, this man's was moaning. It sounded like he was getting fucked by 10 dildos at the same time. It was disgusting. And all he was doing, bro, you ever see like the gymnastic balls and you put it like, but you hold it with both your feet and you bring it up like a leg raise? He was just doing that. He was like, oh, and like every time he did it, he was like, oh yeah, oh wow. I was like, dude, what is wrong with this guy? Bro, I couldn't not hold my laughter in. I just kept looking over. I couldn't even fucking do my sets anymore. I was just, me laughing was my fucking ab exercise. This shit was so retarded.
Right. I got two stories right now.
This shit was funny.
First off, Ant, I'm pretty sure your top floor that you're in right now is haunted. I stand by it. It's 100% haunted.
Oh yeah.
Remember the stereo case that literally fell off? Nah, because like his book.
Were you there?
Like, yeah, I was there. Me and John were the only ones who noticed it, and then we all told Jan. I didn't believe it at first, but like then when y'all saw it on the floor and broken, then y'all believed.
I heard it.
Yeah, no, like we're all inside the kitchen, right?
No,
we're all chilling out. We're all in the kitchen. We're chilling out. We're talking, right? I'm sitting on.
Was blasting.
Yeah, music was blasting and stuff like that. And then me and John, right, we're all in discussion right now. We're all talking to each other. And me and John, right, if we just turn our heads, we see the stereo case just, it literally, like, it's old. Wait. It's right here, right? Boom, straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and there's no way wind did that.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way in how wind.
The windows were closed.
Yeah, the windows were closed. Like, there was no way. Like, and the foundation's good. Nothing was tilted.
Mm-hmm.
The foundation of that floor is good, all right? Nothing was slanted. Nothing was slippery. Everything was like, it was rough. Like, nothing was going to get slipped off. Everything was all right. And then shit just falls off and just breaks. It's just dangling off. Me and John look at each other. We're like, there's no way in hell that just happened. Everybody's asking, like, what? And me and like, we're not even answering anybody else. We're like, John, no. That did not just happen. And like we're just over here debating on like what's going on right now. We all heard it fall because you all heard it, but nobody else saw it except for me and John. And then you guys look at us like, yo, you guys see a ghost? I was like, something close to it.
Wait, what were you saying, Ant?
I said we all heard it fell and the music stopped. So I mean,
like everybody noticed it, but nobody saw it except for me and John. So yeah, I still stand by the fact that your top floor is haunted. So yeah, R.I.P.
What about the other time that
my floor
Tony
don't think it's haunted? I sleep up here, so I mean.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like you literally said it yourself. You said that story about the time you saw a guy with a white T-shirt.
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Oh no, not up here. That was in my grandma's house.
Oh, never mind. Still.
And also another one.
Time that
Wait, hold on, like Vico. Yeah.
You said you saw that we were all in the kitchen as well. And we just heard the closet open and close, and you said you saw it as well, right?
The closet did open and close. The closet opened. That's because of the fucking like wind and shit. It does that.
Nah, homie.
Nah, my boy. It's a whole demon in your crib, bro.
I'm sorry.
There's a whole demon in your crib.
Yeah, there's a fucking ghost up there.
You guys can believe it's a ghost, but I know for a fact the closet thing was because of the wind. Because it does that.
Yeah.
Right. So, like I was saying, right? So, this story was actually pretty recent too. I think I told a couple of y'all, not all of you. Now, this was actually right after the winter concert for guitar and stuff, right? You know, we all went to the diner and stuff like that. Done eating, we all left. Me and my boy Alan, we walked together to like 5th Street. And then after that, I walked home, right? Keep in mind, I have like one of the guitars on hand. Like, you know, one of Mr. Downs' like classical guitars, the shitty ones in school. So like I had that, and I was like, you know what? I'm in like dress clothes right now. I feel nice. Let me whip out the guitar right now. Just start playing classical music, play like awesome riffs from like metal songs, because obviously I always had a pick on me. Always got to have a pick on you. And like I'm over here just strumming, right? Just like make my own tunes and stuff like that, make my own riffs. I stop, right, and I just hear like footsteps stop mad fast.
Oh shit!
I look back. I'm over here like, was there somebody behind me? I didn't even notice. I'm like, all right, whatever. Somebody probably like turned the corner and just, you know, that's it. Like somebody probably just turned the corner and just stopped right there. Who cares? Whatever. Keep in mind, I'm in the middle of the street. I'm wearing like designer everything. I'm wearing like a Burberry jacket.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
Shirt and like a Hugo Boss like pants and stuff. I'm wearing designer everything. But like my wallet too and everything. So I'm walking down, right? You guys know like how my street is a one-way, right? You know the area that you can't enter in from through a car. You know how there's like that curve, right? So I turn that corner, right, and I stop strumming again. And this time I hear like the footsteps loud and clear, but they stopped way slower this time. And then like I turn around immediately. I'm like, hell no! And now I know somebody's behind me, and I had my guitar ready to battle.
Right.
Axe.
Some Antonio Banderas shit. If you guys ever seen his movies.
Because like y'all know how like there's that little, like there's the one house like right there, and it has like the little bricks right there that you can kind of hide underneath. So I start walking towards it. That's where I think this nigga's at, because that's where I heard the footsteps. I'm walking towards it, right? This like once I got close, I swung, right? But then nobody was there, and I just stopped myself. I'm like, there's no way in hell this just happened. There's no way in hell that like I'm imagining this right now.
Right.
Because I swear to God, I saw somebody's head move there. I heard it twice. Like it like I told this to one of my cousins, right, Samir, and he was like, yo, it was probably your dumbass's like own footsteps. No, my nigga, it was not my own footsteps. Calm down, all right? It was all the way behind me. Some guy, like I saw somebody like in the motion of bending fully down to hide. And then when I went there, nobody was there. It was just like a black image.
That's weird.
I saw that. I was like, yo, thank God I'm like only a couple of houses down. And I sprinted to my house. And I was ringing on the doorbell. I'm like, yo, this is the worst time anybody can like not open up. And I have my guitar ready to rock anybody who comes in. I saw somebody walking down the street. I'm like, all right. I'm ready for war. Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
Like, and what was crazy though, like he was walking like exactly how I was walking too, in the middle of the street, just walking casually and stuff like that. But I swear to God, if I would have saw some like a big object in his hand, I would have flipped my shit. I was like, dude, there's no way I'm seeing myself right there. But obviously, like he didn't. It was just a guy right there. I started tripping out right there. I was like, bro, there's no way like I'm seeing myself right now. And then I just went inside. I was like, nope. I'm locking everything. I locked all the doors. I locked all the windows. I locked every single door. It was clips.
Dude, yeah, I mean, shit like that, man, it's happening more, dude. This town is getting worse. There's no denying that. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on.
Also, another thing when I was a kid, right? Like, I had a near-death experience when I was a kid.
Really?
I was about 5 years old, right? And, like, you know how, like, the whole thing about, like, you know, like, death, he comes, like, to take you when you're about to die and all that stuff.
Yeah.
People say that he looks... Death. Like, he looks like a black cloth, and he comes, like, you see him before you die and stuff like that. So I was about 5 years old. And when I was young, we were, like, mad close with a bunch of, like, Pakistani families in, like, you know, Bayonne, Jersey City, and all that stuff. And we would always have this annual picnic, right? We called it a family picnic. And it was, like, on this huge, huge hill. And if you would go down the hill, there was a lake, and it was, like, kind of a beach type of thing. So, you know, we all go down there and stuff like that. Keep in mind, when I was a kid, I didn't learn how to swim until, like, 2 years ago. Even now, I'm still a bad swimmer, but, like, at least I know.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah.
So when I was a kid, all I did, I just stayed on like the safe side, and
Mhm.
that's it. I just
Yeah.
sand, I like splashed around with my friend, like cousins and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But the current, man, like picked me up, and I was like, oh no. Like I used to be scrawny when I was a kid. I was anorexic,
Mhm.
so like I didn't have any type force to pull myself back.
Right.
Keep in mind, I was a midget, my nigga. I was small. I was small. So going inside like 3 feet like water was like life or death for me.
Mhm.
So I get picked up in it, right? And like at that point, my older cousin, right? He's like 6'5",
Mhm.
and this was the area of the pool where it would come to his chin.
Oh shit.
So I'm in that area, inside the water, drowning. Like
Mhm.
when they tell you like drowning is probably the most painful death, it is, because like it was getting inside my lungs too.
Mhm.
It was getting inside my lungs, and it was stupid painful because I was trying to resist.
Right.
If you try to resist drowning, it gets more painful and painful. So it was like unbearable, right? And then at that point, like I just stopped, right? Like I was like I just accepted my fate. I was like, R.I.P. to a nigga. I lived a good life, gang, 5 years in the cut. Let's get it.
5 years in the
And
cut.
yeah. And then like I'm just sinking down, right? And
It's
I
crazy.
swear to God, like on everything, like kill me right now if you think I'm lying. I saw a black object, like just cloth, a black cloth object swerve, like do a whole circle around me, and like reach into like the water, like it goes inside the water towards me. And then like all I see, like everything became blurry after that, and then all I see is my cousin's hand go right through the object, grab me, and pull my ass out. And keep in mind, this nigga Bill, so he was able to grab me with one hand. So all I see is like a black object like disperse, like completely disappear. See my cousin's hand grab me and bring me up into for air, and I'm over here like, what the? Like I'm a little kid. I'm over here like, I was terrified. Like I didn't speak to anybody for like a week after that. I didn't. No, like after that, like they sent me to my mother and stuff like that. I was sitting in like a stroller and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know how young I was. I think I was 4 or 5. I was somewhere in that area. They put me in a stroller, and I didn't say a word to anybody. I was coughing out like water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I was just looking at everybody, and everybody was looking at me like asking me questions like, "Yo, like, are you okay? Like, what's going on?"
Mhm.
And like I wasn't saying a single word for a full week. I didn't say a word to anybody.
That's crazy.
Like in that week, they took me to like multiple doctors, like seeing like what was wrong and stuff like that, get tests done and all that stuff. And yeah, like I didn't talk to anybody for a full week. I saw death himself. I stand by it. You don't want to believe it? Don't believe it. I could care less what you think. I know what I saw. I saw death.
That's
And
crazy as hell.
even to this day, I don't think I ever told my family this. I don't think I
Really?
ever actually told the story.
That's
I've only
crazy.
told like close friends about
Yeah, yeah.
this.
Well, now a lot more people know. So,
Yeah.
and will know when they watch it. Nah, I had like a similar thing, but it's crazy because I feel like I was probably around that age too. I'm not gonna say a specific age, but it was around the age Hamza said that he was when that he had that experience. But the only thing I remember was drowning, and I think it was it was somewhere in Bayonne, but I don't remember exactly where it was. All I know is that it was a humongous pool. There were a decent amount of people in there. It was it had a good like atmosphere to it. It was indoors, and all I remember was just drowning, and then somehow I was fine. Like that's it. That's all I remember. And like I don't remember anything prior. I don't. I mean, actually, I just remember pulling up in the van with like my parents, my friend, and his parents, and we were just like hanging out. And he was like, "Yo, you want to just like hop in the pool, just chill for a little bit?" And I was like, "Sure." And then I saw a shit ton of other people, and then everybody was just chilling, and then that was it. But I was really little too. That's all I recall. It's really awkward, but I don't even know. That's like all I remember.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But it's definitely not as detailed as Hamza's. That's really crazy.
Yeah, no, like when it comes like from my childhood, like I don't remember a lot of stuff from my childhood except for traumatizing events. like that whole thing with the girl being kidnapped to like the near-death experience and stuff like that. I remember a lot of traumatizing stuff I saw like, when I was a kid.
I know Savy.
Like, I used to go to Pakistan a lot. Pakistan's a pretty rough, like it's a rough country, all right? It's a dangerous country. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
And like all that, like I do remember my cousin being put out to gunpoint, and I was with him too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like literally, like 9mm right to his head, like right here, guns right on him, right there, being threatened to get shot right on the spot. And I'm a little kid. He was gonna shoot me too. That's how Pakistan is. No witnesses. Simple as that. Simple as that. A little ass kid. All right. You think I care? Fuck no. You gonna tell somebody? You shooting you. I'm shooting you too. And he was like, yo, like give me your like car keys. Give me all this. Give me that, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And then yo, I tell you right now, like I don't know how. Like I actually don't remember this, but like something just like God himself just like, came down, looked at this nigga, and was like, yo, you don't do this, bro. Like you messing up right now. Let these little niggas slide. Let them pass and stuff like that. Take a couple of bucks off of them, finesse them for that. But like don't finesse them for the car. All right.
Yeah.
Stay chill about that.
That's
and
crazy.
Then, like, he was just like, you know what? I won't take the car, but like, like I'll finesse you out of all your money and like your clothes.
Yeah.
My cousin drove home only in his underwear.
That's crazy. Wait, Savion, didn't you say when you were a little kid your house went on fire or something? Don't you have a story about that?
When I was a little kid, I did drown too, like Hamza. I did see death. I did see him. Clear as day, walking across the thing. Yeah, I saw him. So I don't know if it was me just tripping out, because you're a kid and your imagination is all active.
Yeah. So
I thought about it. So
what my thing is? I think like kids have like they have a vivid imagination, but if they see stuff like that, that's for a reason. Like we see stuff like that when we were kids for a reason.
Yeah, like even paranormal shit and all that too.
Like,
so,
because they say like if like in my religion, it's like if a child like literally like can't stand to be near you, like always cries, like they see something within you that's evil, like that's not right. And like
same thing with
like I'm not gonna lie, because like in Pakistan, like my dad like he has a lot of friends, but like because like the way he grew up, like he like all right, majority of my dad's friends in Pakistan, they're all like mob members. I'm being honest right there. I met a bunch of them and stuff like that. And bro, little kids cannot stand being near them. They just have pure evil in them. Like they have like actually murdered a nigga. Like my uncle, he burned a nigga alive.
What'd you say they were?
Huh? Like they're like gangsters. Yeah, like they're like gangsters in Pakistan, stuff like that. Like pure like hard hitting niggas. Like,
this is why our video is fucking blocked in some countries already. Yeah. Nah, it's all good. This is why we're the TruthBoiz, man. This is why we say shit the way it is. Fuck it. But
bro.
Yeah.
But, like these some hard hitting niggas, right? And like, yo, little kids come in, they can't even stand being in the same room with them because they see something within them that everybody else can see. Like, have you ever met somebody and like you can just feel the pure hate coming off of them? That's exactly what I feel when I meet somebody.
There's even like certain mannerisms they make and shit like that. Yeah. Like it's just something about their overall being. Wait, Savy,
like,
did you ever finish it?
My uncle, he's actually a very good person. It's just that guy did a lot of horrible stuff to him and his family.
Yeah. Nah, Savy, I was just asking you, like, did you finish what you were gonna say about the fire thing and all? Like, you wanted to tell your story, or?
My house didn't catch on fire or anything like that, but it did like we did have a time like my mom was cooking with a frying pan, and because she was like just learning how to cook and all that, she put the frying pan on a wooden chair, and that caught fire.
Oh fuck!
That happened. My house not recently, like about a year ago, got covered in smoke because my brother was cooking pizza, right?
Tyson.
Yeah, my younger brother Tyson. He was heating up pizza, put it in the microwave. For what he thought was a minute, he put 10 minutes on it, right?
Oh god!
For what he thought was a minute. Shout out to Tyson for that. Shout out to Tyson.
Really 10 minutes, and then 4 minutes in, the thing's smoking, right? Me and my brother just playing Smash Bros downstairs in the family room. Don't realize it, right? Open the door, a whole bunch of smoke comes in. I'm like, yo, what is on fire?
Oh shit!
Pull out a pizza that just caught smoke, and then, oh, Jesus Christ!
Fuck
My
that.
stepdad upstairs in his room, knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't feel any through all this smoke. We're like airing out the house. We're opening every window, just airing out the house.
That's crazy.
Upstairs, that knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't even phased by it.
I have a few to tell, which are quick, and then if anybody else wants to sum up theirs real quick, they can, because we've been on the subject for a while. But I feel like it has been really entertaining. So I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, it's better than going on a lot of other like pointless or topics that we don't really have much knowledge on, and maybe kind of stale for our viewers. So one of them that has been requested by Robin, he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, talk about that time Jordy did some stupid shit," which Jordy should technically tell.
What time?
But
That's the funny thing.
Listen. So Jordy, if you're watching, look, I'm gonna tell this one because it has to do with school. So all right. So essentially, we have our own lingo. You know, our group of friends, and we some of it is between me and my friend Robin. If you're there, Robin, right now, which you probably are, just comment, just be like "Ore" or whatever. But we have a lot of stupid lingo, which is funny that we use, and we basically got everybody else to eventually use it because it's fucking stupid and it's funny to use and it's catchy. Yeah. So what happened is Jordy, bro. All right. So I paid Jordy $5 and fucking Robin paid Shorty $5 too, right? So he got $10 for doing some really stupid shit, which took like 60 seconds, like a fucking minute, and he was like, "Yo, $10." But this is what he did. It was probably the second to last week or the actual last week of school of last year, junior year, right? And we were in CAF and not doing much. And all of a sudden, Jordy gets up, right? And we already told him like the day before or like a couple hours earlier. And we told him, we were like, "Look, we'll pay you $10. You just got to crawl across half of the cafeteria and scream, 'Kakoith, papoith, mamoith, oh,' like that, right?" So he actually did it. Bro, he got up in front of everybody in the whole caf, right? He started crawling. He went through half of the fucking caf. Everybody looked around. Even Mr. McFadden, right, who was our lunch supervisor at the time, he looked over. He put down his thing, like where everybody signs in. He put it down. He said, "What the fuck is this kid doing?" And then he was like, "Kakoy, mamay, papoy, like that. Dude, he went up to 3 girls. He looked at them. He said, "Papoy!" And like all the girls were just like, "What the fuck are you?" All the girls were like, "What the fuck are you saying?" Dude, I was watching it. I was legit. My face was like redder than Back's face, bro. This shit was hilarious, dude. Me and Robin were like, "Bro, that was definitely worth fucking $5 each. Fuck it, take the $10." Dude, this man was like, "Okay, papoy, mamay." He looked up at 3 chicks. He was like, "Papoy," and the girls were like, "What?" And he was like, "Mamay!" And he just started doing all this stupid stuff, bro. It was hilarious. And then he just got up and he walked away like ain't shit happened. That was one of the funniest things that happened last year, dude. Easily one. And then we used to fuck around. Me and Robin used to fuck around with my first period teacher. She was really nice too. She still teaches the same thing, environmental, right? We were in class and she'd be like, "All right, yo, go ahead, read this," right? So I'd be like, "All right, bet, let me read." And then I would just like ad lib like a couple things. So I'd be like, so the proton would go up to the neutron and be like, "Oi!" And she'd look over, she'd be like, "What?" And then I'd be like, and it entered the nucleus. But the sandwich was there and she was like, "What?" Can you talk? Can you hear me now?
House, man.
You got a Nerf war at your house one time.
Can you hear me now?
when Mike came over for the first time, It was Mike and Frank. Yeah, Mike and Frank came over for the first time at a whole out Nerf war in my house.
And we called up like 7-Eleven or something. He was doing
Hello.
like the after.
Nah, Tony, nah.
No.
Clips for you.
Bye, Tony.
Alright.
What the
Yo,
fuck?
just rejoin the call.
Alright.
Try that. Maybe that might work. Alright, so. Lunges, like, it's a lot.
I remember.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, when we wrestled each other. Like, whenever we wrestled, me and Steven were literally the...
Hello.
It's like, we slammed each other.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
I bet.
Yeah, no, the only person who beat me during those matches was Ant, because he weighs like three different weight classes of bump. It was big as hell. Literally, just lay down on me. That's it. Those clips.
Hey,
I tackled him to the ground, and I
You just laid down on me.
I proceeded to murder him.
You laid down on me. All right.
Wanna know why?
Why?
Hamza sucks.
Better than you. I'll go to your house right now, wrestle you down.
Oh my God! Here we go. I'm gonna destroy you. What are you saying?
It's really orange. It's actually clips. Clips.
I'll pick you up and I'll put you through a fucking table.
You're weak. I'll pick you up and I put you down. I'll be like a true Russian.
Yatsusui.
I pick things up, I put them down.
That's me. To you. You fool.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oi.
What do you want?
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of Ephio,
Yo, honestly, I just want to say shout out to our supporters so far. We have 17 likes, and we have a total of 31 subscribers now, so we gained like 2 or 3 within this episode. So I just want to say thank you to all of you.
Nah, yo, we easily got 5 because we used to have 28.
Nah, we joined with like 29, I think. Or no, you're right.
Yeah, no,
we gained like 2 or 3. We're doing pretty good. All right.
I'm about to go use the bathroom.
Yeah, go ahead. If you need to use the bathroom, go ahead.
I'll be back.
All right. I was just gonna tell my story since my audio is fucking not acting ridiculous now. It's good, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know why it's been cutting out so much. I mean, I haven't done anything differently. But yeah, just let me know if it cuts out again. But now I was just gonna tell this because I told Victor once and he fucking started choking on his food, laughing at me. But so all right.
That with most stories about you, Tony.
Yeah.
We laugh at you.
Yeah, because I'm the comedian. Anyway, so I was all right. So it was the first movie I did.
Hold up, I am gonna do the G Fuel challenge on here, but I need to go get myself some water. All right, so continue on with this story. I'll be back.
This is actually fucking disgusting. I want everybody to be here to hear the story. This is unbelievable. All right.
Back to Tony.
I mean, hold on. I guess we can take this moment since everybody else is taking a piss right now. Anthony, is there? What's something that you would like to talk about, man? Because we got other topics, but something that might interest you more that you might find fun. Just throw out a couple ideas. Or talk about something that us three could talk about right now, while the other two are in the bathroom.
I don't know. You guys want to talk about music?
Sure.
You guys talk about music?
What's in the? I mean, I feel like we didn't really talk about music, but if you want, we could talk about maybe like the next concert you're gonna go to or something. I don't know.
The next concert I'm going to is hopefully of Mice and Men and Cane Hill and Fire of Gods. I'm hoping to go to that concert. That should be my next concert.
Who are you gonna go with?
My uncle probably.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe.
All right, I'm back, man.
Maybe
Got
who?
my water ready.
Hamza, be quiet. I might go with Steven because he likes the Mice and Men. So.
Cool. I might get into them more. I only know like 1 or 2 of their songs, but from what I heard, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like them. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to MMR BBQ, which is having Stone Temple Pilots, Ghost, Alice in Chains, and a bunch of other bands.
Alice in Chains, nice. Yeah. How's your band doing? Have you guys had practice, or are you guys planning to do it soon?
Our band doing good so far. We're working on like a little EP right now.
Okay, good.
Like a beginning song and an ending song.
When was your last practice again?
Like a week ago. Cause God work.
Mm.
How's your drummer search going on?
It's not going good.
Guys, if you want to be a drummer,
drummers that own a drum set. I don't get it.
Guys, if you want to be a drummer for Anthony's band,
that's what we keep saying.
Hit him up. Anthony, what's the name of your band?
Tony, your audio is kind of.
Why is my audio fucked up?
All right.
What did you say, Tony?
I said, what's the name of your band?
Now I can't hear you at all.
Oh my.
Tony has nothing.
Bro.
Alright, let me tell you guys how I'm.
I legit don't get it.
G Fuel challenge. I'm a OD on this. All right.
Wait, hold on, Hamza. Right. Tony, where's your Beats headphones?
They're right over there. 1 second, I'm gonna get it.
Alright, so this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Alright.
Alright, that's your own life.
I'm gonna do this, right? I have four cases on me right now, alright? I have four of these tubes. I'm gonna have each one of the little like scoop things ready for each flavor, right? So I'm gonna do one, down it, do the other one, down it, do the other one, down it, and do the other one, down it.
If you die on stream, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Alright?
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to set this up so I can like easily like grab them all. Alright, hold on.
Alright. This is how
this is what I do for the views,
my nigga, huh?
This is what I do for the views. Alright. I'm gonna do it all individually. Let's get it, cuz. Let's get it. I have like a little tray over here that can just like cough it all out if I have to. Alright, hold up. I haven't done this in like a year, I think.
So you're definitely gonna.
Can you hear me now? I bet. That's what she said. That's what she said. Save it. That's what she said.
This is why God is leaving.
God is absent. What's happening right now?
It's ears.
Oh, God.
Ah! Man, oh my God. That was so much worse.
down to where to go. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys decide. Lemonade first, strawberry.
Kiwi strawberry. I don't know, man. We have double the viewers now. Thank you, Hamza, for doing crazy shit. Bro, it went all the way down. We had a good amount, then it went down to 3, and now it went up to 6 within like a few minutes. So. You good? You ready? Alright, man.
Oh God! Oh, you guys are horrible. Oh, oh God! 3 down, 1 to go. Yo, I'm gonna have so much breath. All right, last one. Lemonade cheddar lemonade shot for this one. Oh.
Yo, can you guys hear me or not?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alright, bet. Make the comments go crazy, bro. Mm-hmm.
That's literally like the pen right there.
Yeah, come on, Hamza. Let's do it until like 10:10. Like, cause like we started at like 7:10, so like 10:10, 10:15. He's gone. Anyway. Yeah, we should definitely do yeah, let's get back to conversations and shit. Go ahead, Anthony. Something about Stone Sour and Mice and Men and mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. Ew. Alright, well, I think we should definitely go into the next topic. I mean, I was just going to say, I mean, there were 2, like, quick funny things I was just going to say, but I don't want to take too long saying it either, because we've been on personal stories for a good bit before Hamza started to get crazy on this shit. But, I mean, I'm not going to lie, it was type funny, so, good shit, Hamza! Anyway, nah. The thing I was gonna say that Victor laughed at me for is because like I remember when I got my first movie role, right? I went to like after a few days of shooting it, maybe like a week later, I went to go chill. Yeah, and I was in Cibao, right? If you guys don't know what Cibao is, you don't live around here, you just never been there. It's like this really good Dominican food place, right? On Broadway, and I enjoyed it. So I was eating dinner there, and my boys we were gonna chill, so they met me up there, and we met up there, and I was talking about like how I got my new role, right? And I was like, yo, so I would I had this comedy role, right? I had this comedy role, and it was short, but it was essentially for me to just curse out my sister. That was basically my role, and it was at a dinner table. So essentially, we were all eating, and they had chicken in front of me, right? And the director looks at me. He's like, "Yo, I want you to eat that shit and eat it like a fucking man, right?" So instead of just taking it normally, I was like, you know what? Let me put on a real performance. So I end up taking a big ass piece of chicken, right? And since I'm on camera, I'm like, all right, let me not take so long to chew, right? So I'm eating that shit. I start choking on it. I'm trying to say my fucking lines, and they're like this. They're like, is he gonna die? I'm like, I'm like trying to say my fucking lines at the same time, and I'm like, yeah. So fuck you, fuck you too. Like I was on some other shit, bro. I almost died there. And then they actually said that how it actually came out really funny, and it came out great. And they were like, "Yo, we might actually use some of the snippets from this shit." So that was funny. I just wanted to say that real quick because it came to my mind. And then also something that coincides with that is after my audition for that, like before I even got called in for that, I went to this pizzeria to eat, right? Bro, these two old ass guys just started fighting over nothing, and they started flipping tables in a fucking pizzeria. Shit's crazy. You're just That's fucking nasty. That's fucking nasty. This man's is definitely off his shits right now. He's high on G4. That's what she said. But yeah, let's move on with the topics anyway. Shut up. Next up, I want to get into current events. So right now, it says first supermoon of 2018 coincides with New Year's Day. It's on CNN and it was posted 9 hours ago. So it says It's it says story highlights. A second supermoon will occur on January 31st. Best time to view a full supermoon is right after moonrise. It said there will be more than just fireworks lighting up the sky this New Year's. According to NASA, January's first full moon, nicknamed the Wolf Moon, will take place on January 1st, and it will be a supermoon. It'll be the first of 2018, and it will be closely followed by another just weeks later. In case you don't remember, a supermoon occurs when the moon appears bigger and brighter in the sky. A supermoon occurs when the moon becomes full on the same day that it reaches its perigee. It doesn't say pedigree, it says perigee. The point in the moon's elliptical orbit when it's closest to Earth. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's something different going on. Supermoon, I ain't never heard of shit like that. I mean, yeah, so... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit is type crazy, man. Yo, did any of you guys remember the solar eclipse? The solar eclipse, I saw that shit, dude. I thought if I looked at it, my eyes were gonna fucking fall off. Trump said stock is a point, man.
The thing is that whenever you eat out, bits of bits of
eagle flies out, and then it recreates the whole feeling again. Oh, this is. I did it for the views, fam. I did it for the views.
Word. So other than, I mean, it's just overall world affairs. Like I'm just looking up, different shit that's going on in the world right now. So I guess we could just kind of cover it and give our opinions on it. I mean, I guess there's not much to say about the supermoon other than yeah, it's happening. You know what I mean? Like okay, I know it exists or it doesn't.
Supermoon is actually pretty sick when you actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. For photographers, it's like the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, I can imagine. That'd be dope. Mm-hmm. Probably.
I mean, if you see the supermoon like often, supermoon comes like it doesn't come like as odd like every single year, but it comes pretty often. There's only one supermoon this year. Well, this one's gonna be the next one on you then.
Right. No. Yeah. It says January 31st.
So, what's the next challenge that you do next week?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe do the cinnamon challenge or I don't know. Wait, everyone's frozen. What the fuck?
But I don't know you guys last podcast, but we found some information on air. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, I know you're talking about how like he didn't actually kill himself.
Wait, guys! It says stream offline. It says stream offline. Yo!
Got him.
Yo!
Yeah, I see it too.
Okay, it's good now. It's back on.
Yeah, no, it's good now.
I was like, it says video output low. This happened last time. It said YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. You see, that makes no sense to me. It doesn't receive enough video. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I don't understand. If somebody could clarify that for me, that would be amazing.
That's why I prefer Twitch for streaming.
This is fucking unbelievable. But yeah. So I mean, I had this other thing, right? Popped up here. It said World War III, Taiwan ready for battle as fears grow of Chinese invasion. Taiwan has warned it is ready for war amid fears. China is planning an invasion as it carries out new military. That fucking voice cracked. Alright, shut up. New military drills. It says Beijing's communist leaders have never renounced their claim that the island is China's territory and have not ruled out the use of force. And Beijing has taken an increasing hostile stance since President Tsai Ing-wen from the pro-independence Democratic Progressive Party won Taiwan's elections year. So essentially it says suspects of Tsai are pushing for formal independence, which is a red line for China. And apparently, since they're doing new exercises of like military drills and shit like that, Taiwan's like, yo, they're getting ready for like war and shit. So I don't know. That's
so basically, we're about to enter World War III from them.
I'm ready for war. Better have a war in my bathroom real quick. Oh god.
That us? Where did Anthony go?
Anthony's not. Oh yeah, he's not.
I don't know. But I mean, what do you guys think about that whole World War III thing? You think it's gonna happen?
I think we probably are gonna have a World War III in our lifetime, just not right now.
You don't think so? How about you, Vic?
Yeah, I don't think the motivations for it are that high.
Like
I disagree.
Like we're 30 or 40 maybe. Around then.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna happen now.
I personally think there's a decent chance of it happening now. I think that perhaps it's like a lot of people completely disregard North Korea, and a lot of people, I don't know, man. It's a lot of people disregarding it, and I feel like one day it's possible for them to just say fuck it. Because here's the thing, I don't know if we covered it on last. We did talk about government and a little bit of war and shit like that last podcast, but we didn't get too much into like the war side of it. We talked more about like governments being corrupt and like the way that they want to have population control and shit. But we didn't talk so much about war, I don't think. And one thing, I guess we could definitely touch on that. That's definitely an important topic that I feel everybody would we could definitely delve into right now. So I personally, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers are just like, oh, well, they don't have the capacity to reach us, or oh, they're too dumb, or they said it enough times. But how do you know that there's not just going to be like that one move that not necessarily just the president, but like somebody else makes, or perhaps just like you just because on the news they say that they don't have the potential to reach us with certain weapons that they have. How do you know that that's just a news saying that? You already see time and time again that the news, like a lot of news sources, are paid out to lie about shit. So how do you know that's not just like undercover? Or even if they're giving false information, right, without them knowing, which I highly doubt, you never know what they really have behind the scenes, that they're not just letting everybody know, like, hey, because they could just be like, oh yeah, you know, we did this test run for this fucking missile and it failed, or it got decently far but it didn't do as good as we thought it was going to be, and that's what the world thinks. But really behind closed doors, they really do have the capacity to do big damage, and it actually does have the miles on it to reach. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people underestimate it.
So the thing with North Korea is that they have I think 4 nukes, but 3 of them wouldn't reach us. Well, they only have the one that could actually reach us. But the thing is, once you have even a 1, then you are considered a threat.
Yeah.
Like no one's like really, but it's like it's because we can blow the 1 nuke they got out of the air before it even hits us. It's just that they have that 1 that they could shoot any time.
Mm-hmm. But we have an insane amount of, you know, like security on all different accounts at all times. Like, I'm sure there's tons of motherfuckers that we have that are just ready, like at any second, attacking from all points. Like if they even try to do one thing and they're just like, bam, let's, you know what I mean? They could easily just destroy that shit, like you said. But then at the same time, man, I don't know. You think they're working with anybody? You think there's anybody that...
I think if worst came to worst and we had to fight North Korea, we just murked them, honestly.
You think we would Hiroshima them?
I see is that North Korea's ties with Mother Russia over there that's like the second theater of the world behind us.
See, the only thing that stops us from nuking North Korea is the simple fact that China is right next to them. And then China's like, yo, like, you nuke them, like, a lot of our people, like, are going to suffer for it. So, like, you nuke them, you dealing with us right now, fam.
But if we go to war with China, then that means our debt to them, our $1 trillion debt.
Yeah, and not only that, but also our fucking debts will be mad high because they have insane technology over there, too, that we don't even know about. Yeah. Like, they not only... Okay, a lot of people do say... Like, a lot of people do focus on the overpopulation and a lot of cheaply imported products from there. However, I feel like it is underestimated, not by everybody, but probably a good amount of people, that they are also a huge superpower, and that their armies could probably, you know, they could definitely, I'm not saying they could definitely demolish us, but they are a lot of people, and they are advancing a lot, and they are a huge superpower, and that would definitely not be an easy fight. You know what I mean? I feel like that's definitely a huge competition that we definitely don't want to try to get bad ties with. So that's one thing that we should try to watch out for.
Yo, where'd Ant go?
I have no idea. He said something, but I didn't hear him.
Probably wants to use the bathroom or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's been gone for a few minutes, but maybe he's chatting.
If worst came to worst, and somebody had to go. All I'm saying is Asia has 4 out of 7 billion. There's 7 billion. They got 4 out of them.
No, there's 8 billion now.
8 billion now?
Yeah.
Just on 8? Yeah, you can take like 1 billion from them. America, we don't even have $1 billion. All of America is 300
million.
30 million. That's it.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of open land in America if you go in like the middle of the states.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. With our growing population, all the food in farmland we got equals to about the size of Africa. So that's about it. That's about it. All the food we got, all the farm, everything we got, about the size of Africa.
Right.
Our population keeps growing and growing and growing. I don't know how we're gonna fit that together.
Man.
I'm not saying I don't have hope, but I just want to see where it goes from now. Because in the next 50 years, less than 50 years actually, by the time everyone here is like around 50, we'll have 2 more billion on the world.
Right.
So we'll get to see how that goes.
I mean, then again, like, well, do you guys know about how long it took to get from 7 to 8 billion?
Yeah.
7 to 8 billion didn't take that long. Not like, all right, it took like over like 200k years to get to 1 billion. To get to 8 billion, I think it took like 100 years or something like that. 200 years.
Okay,
yeah.
But I feel like the standard that a lot of people know about is 7 billion. And now you guys are saying 8, right? So do you guys know... Hold on. The connection's fucked up. Hold on, because the connection fucked up for a second. Let me check how the stream is running. Let me see if it's... It says it's on, but it says it's like medium strength. Now it's saying it's low. But, what I was saying was how... What the fuck was I talking about? Fuck, what were we just saying? I completely lost my train of thought with this damn connection problem.
You're talking about how many people we have on the earth.
Okay, yeah, so alright, so I feel like the standard is like a lot of people think 7 billion is, you know, like a number.
Average.
Yeah. And now it's most definitely 8 more or less pretty much 8 billion. So I'm wondering, does anybody
in
know?
5 years, it's about to be 10 billion from what they said.
But how long? No. About how long did it take to get from like 7 to 8? Do you guys know if it took like maybe like 5?
No, it didn't take that long. To get from 1 billion to 7 took like 200 years.
And then after the Industrial Revolution, it took 200 years to go from 1 to...
Actually, like where it all boomed up was right after World War II.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were called like baby boomers. Yeah. Baby boomers were born, and population spiked.
But I mean, like
after that.
But I mean, like the last million. How long do you think? Because that should.
Oh, last million.
I mean, the last billion.
I say less than 10 years.
Yeah, less than 10 years to take the last billion.
So even if we say like let's say 8, right? Because that's the reason why I'm asking that in specific is because how you're talking about 10 billion. So how long did you say again, Hamza, until we get to 10?
Like 5 years, I think.
Yeah, because it does get it increases
I think that's
more
how it's estimated
as time goes by. You can see statistically that it increases more within less time. So it's like okay, 200 years to get from here to here, and then another huge increase is going to be in like half that time, so 100 instead of 200. Then instead of like 100 is 10, and then like half of that, and then before you know it, it'll be half of that. You know what I mean? I mean, unless they do something about it.
All niggas are waiting for is like the next like Black Plague, kill a bunch of niggas, and then build up from there.
I don't know if that's gonna happen again.
Nah, I highly doubt it's gonna happen.
Nah, but it could be something else.
I can see like in third world countries like a decent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like Ebola, for example. Like
it wrecked house for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, there's
always a possibility of another like Black Plague coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find that hilarious though.
Yeah.
I find it hilarious that one rat came in, gave the rats the Black Plague, and then they just came in and took out 1/3 of Europe.
Yeah. Wait, it was 1/3. I always get this confused, right? Because I feel like I heard different things within different videos and classes. It's 1/3 of Europe, or is it of the world? Because I always hear different shit.
Well, at that point, it was of the world, technically, because the world was in Europe.
Okay,
yeah.
Alright. At that time?
At the time, that was like the only spot that was colonized.
Right.
Okay. It was like Africa, then it went over to like Asia, then over to Europe. Europe and Asia were like at the same time, and then like so where Russia is, and then they all went over to America.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I mean, damn. I mean, I hope that don't happen. That shit. Bro, I don't know. Like, you just want to go to ShopRite real quick?
Yo, that G Fuel really, really hit me hard, man.
Did S? How you feeling right now?
Like, my throat feels like... I mean, it feels tight better, but I can still feel like a bit scratchiness and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm going to be good. I'll be Gucci. But like, I feel it in my stomach right now, man. I feel it in my stomach right now.
All right, guys. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I mean, there's only so many current events we can talk about right now, and this is starting to get a little stale. So
it's 9:53 right now too. So
all right, so let's definitely try to bring this back. Let's try to get it to like 10:15 because we did start at like 7:10, 7:15. So let's try to get it until then. So I do want to try to like liven this up a little bit more. So who is that? All right, so I have a couple different discussions that I think could definitely will definitely be great for us right now. So let me pop some of these up. The first one is going to be, I'm going to need to look up a couple lists, right? Or you guys could even come up with them. But the concept is fuck, marry, kill. No. You guys want to do that?
I know what you're talking about.
Personally, I'm not going to participate in it because I got a girl, so I can't do it. But
you have to. Though.
If Jordy was here, he wouldn't be able to do it either.
Now we're forcing you into this now.
Nah, you crazy as hell, bro. I'm getting
you into this right now.
Nah, you crazy as hell.
Give him permission to do this right now. Give him permission in
Look,
chat.
I don't mean it. I don't mean it. It's just a fucking. All right. Fuck it. I'll do it. I'll deal with it. All right. Let's come up with the fucking list. Oh, the bullshit I'm gonna have to deal with. Alright, anyway, please forgive me ahead of time. R.I.P. to your boy. Alright, so let's come up with...
Screwed, nigga.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be entertaining, so fuck it. Let's do it. Alright, let me see. Let me look up a quick list.
Hold on. My shit is...
What happened, Vic?
My phone's on 11% right now.
And he said Steve gives you permission.
Alright, guys, so I just went on Reddit
right
now.
You permission, you're welcome. Hey, Cindy gave you permission, so we're Gucci.
Alright, yo. Alright, it says...
Shout out to Cindy for that.
Alright, guys, you ready?
Alright, we ready, Cuddy.
Alright, so... Alright, let me look for some good ones. One of them... Alright, so Anthony, you were you here when we said that we're going to play Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Yeah,
everybody knows what it is. It's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah.
Alright, first one. Would you rather fuck, marry, or kill a rock, a tree, or a bottle with suspicious black liquid?
What? Alright.
That's the first one that popped up.
What?
Why don't we do rock?
I'll kill the rock. I'll marry the tree.
You're gonna kill...
Now I'm gonna have a fun time with that bottle of water.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that because you can actually, fornicate the bottle through where you would sip it from. The rock, that's just like a useless piece of shit. And then the tree, that gives you life and oxygen, so fuck it. I'll marry that.
I mean, what if it's a cool rock?
I don't know, man, but it's not bringing me as much life as the tree.
What if that rock's a diamond?
Fuck it.
I mean, do I have like...
I'm not trying to be the Migos out here, so it's all good. I'd rather have the fucking, I'd rather have the fucking tree. I don't need to be Ice Trade the game. Although I rock with that song. It's probably one of my favorite songs right now.
What about y'all? How would y'all keep
what about you guys?
I don't know how to react to that. Like, what? What the fuck?
Wait.
I knew my answer.
I'm marrying a rock.
Savvy. Yeah, Savvy. Go ahead, Savvy.
I'm marrying a rock. I'm obviously gonna kill the bottle. I'm fucking the tree.
You're getting it with Mother Nature. That's why.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna fornicate the tree through the little hole where the squirrel's going? Is that what you're doing? You're doing that tree pussy? You're doing that nature veg?
Yep. Natural. Natural.
Oh, natural up in here.
Alright. How about you, Vic?
Vegan for a reason.
Victor, go ahead.
Victor, you choose, Cuddy.
Fucking kill the black liquid shit. Fuck the tree and marry the rock.
Alright. Solid.
Why Tony? Why
That's the first one that popped up. It's fucking great. Alright, Anthony, we want your opinion. Go ahead.
Go.
Just say it. It doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know. Marry the tree. Fuck the rock. Kill the bottle. I don't know.
That'll be painful.
How you gonna fuck the rock? You're just gonna hit your dick with the rock. Be like, oh.
Yeah. Just would be like, yeah.
Yo, that's some crazy shit. That's gotta hurt. All right.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while.
All right, next one, fam. Next one.
Do it for the culture.
All right, guys. Ready? So the next one.
Get into more realistic ones, my boy. More realistic.
No, I know. I was gonna get into more realistic ones. I just thought that one was fucking retarded, and I had to do it. So, this one. So, all right. Would you rather fuck, marry, or kill John Lennon's prostate, or the Queen of England, or Tom Hanks in Toy Story?
Yeah, honestly, Tom Hanks, he's the nigga, so I'm gonna have to marry that boy. Bromance right there. That's the nigga right there.
I gotta marry.
I'm a kill. Wait, whose prostate was it?
John Lennon's.
John Lennon's. I'm gonna have to kill that nigga. Yeah.
I agree.
And hey, royalty right here, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's mine.
Easy. All right.
Davey,
all right. I'll go next. Let me see. All right. I would. All right. So as far as fuck, I don't know. Probably the Queen. Marry fucking Tom Hanks because he's a good actor, even though it's kind of gay. But I mean, I have to pick a guy here. It's better than putting fuck for a guy. So and then John Lennon, kill.
I mean, hey, John Lennon, he's the homie and all, but yo,
the prostate, yeah. All right, how about you, Victor?
Listen, I'm not participating in this one.
Why not?
Just say it. Come on, don't be like that. Even I'm doing it, and I'm not supposed to be doing it like big time right now.
Mary. What was it? Tom Hanks, John Lennon's prostate, and what was the other one?
Queen of England.
You're. All right, let me read it to you. It's John Lennon's prostate, or it's the Queen of England, or Tom Hanks.
I marry the Queen of England because I'll get hella bread from that.
Exactly.
That's actually pretty. I mean, Tom Hanks, he got banked.
John Lennon's prostate, and then
actually the
nowhere near Tom Hanks, bitch.
Yeah. So you would have to fuck Tom Hanks.
Went broke a while back ago. So my boy Tom Hanks, he got that bank. So.
Nah, Tom Hanks is definitely a great actor, and yeah, you're right. He does have that bank. He does have the bread. How about you, Anthony?
But
what do you
think?
He
has as much bank as Miss, like the Queen.
Again, like I said, the royal family went broke a couple of years ago. Ow! I have no idea. They all I heard on news, yeah, Queen of England went broke. R.I.P.
That's not possible.
She can't.
How did you know?
Anthony, go.
I'll fuck the Queen. I don't know.
How?
Well, you're a musician, so I would assume that you're married to John Lennon.
The other three choices.
You're a musician. I would assume
John Lennon, kill Tom Hanks.
Yeah. All right, the next one on to the
Oh my God! All right, guys.
I'm gonna choose this next one. Screw you.
Wait, hold on. Savvy.
All right, let Tony get this one, then Vic, you choose.
Wait, what did you say, Savvy? What was yours?
I said destroy the prostate. I said marry the Queen. And no, I said fuck the Queen and marry what's his name? The actor.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
All right. So I came across this one, which we're not going to use because it's really fucked up. But somebody put in a Reddit, in the subreddit, it says your mom, your sister, or your dad.
All right.
Hell no.
I'm not doing that. That's fucked up.
Nope, that's dirty. That is dirty.
That's dirty as fuck. All right.
Kill myself. Hell no.
Going to bed.
All right.
Going to bed.
Okay, ready?
Hell, that's dirty.
You guys ready? All right.
Yeah,
would you rather fuck, or would you rather fuck, marry, or kill, a kid, a homeless guy, or a puppy?
Oh no! I'm gonna have.
Oh my God!
It's sad.
I'm gonna have to kill a puppy. I ain't trying to get a pedophilia case, but like either way, I'm getting a pedophilia case or a bestiality case. I ain't beat for either one.
So what you do is, when you're ready to kill whoever, you turn the gun backwards, And you shoot yourself.
You shoot yourself by accident.
Straight like that.
All right, I got it.
What do you have to do?
Wait, Hamza, finish it.
All right. The homeless person, you said it could you didn't specify gender, so it could be a female.
It says a homeless guy, but just for fuck's sake, I'm just gonna say it could be either gender.
All right.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to marry the kid because hey, you don't have to do anything in marriage. It doesn't say you have to. All right. No. Marry the kid. Brandon Hamza, you sick man.
Yeah, I would personally, I would have to agree with Hamza on this. I would have to, bro. I'd have to fuck the homeless. I'd have to fuck the homeless because at least it's not a kid and it's not a dog, so I'm not with that. So if I had to pick one, it would be the homeless person. Then it would be
you get herpes because they're dirty.
Yeah, I would marry the kid as well because, like Hamza said,
think of it like this: most likely you'll get AIDS from them, and you will die slowly.
That's true. I'd marry the kid because again, you don't have to do anything, and it's just a marriage. But yeah, that would still be fucked up. But it's not as bad as the other one. And then kill. I mean, I would hate to do it, but I mean, it's better than killing a person in my opinion.
I'm getting the Glock and I'm shooting that little nigga.
Yeah, the little puppy. So yeah. All right, go ahead, Victor.
I'm pretty sure you guys are
homeless because it probably would be a hot chick.
Hey, I highly doubt that.
I would kill the puppy, sadly, and I'd marry the kid because the 17-year-olds are still kids, right? After that,
you're right. It wouldn't
Yo, Victor the type of guy to be like, yo, if it's a kid, I'm a kid. Fucking.
Yeah, no, that's
14. I'm 14.
To say that.
Not chill. All right, go ahead.
I'll catch that case.
Kill the homeless guy. He's not important. You can help a different homeless person.
Yeah.
A child and a puppy are way more important. Nigga, screw the puppy.
All right, go ahead, Anthony.
I'm assuming.
I don't know. Fuck the homeless.
Yo, his reaction to
what did you say? Kill, fucking stay. Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill, bro.
Fuck, marry, kill. Okay, so the homeless, fuck. I'm gonna have to save the dog.
Really?
Yeah. You'll marry the dog.
Yeah, marry the dog.
Kill the kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
with that.
That's a different opinion. All right, and save you last. I don't think you said it right.
I agree with Hamza.
Oh, you did? All right, so
on to
you guys were all selling the dog, so I had to save the dog.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, at the same time, I mean, dogs usually won't piss you off unless they shit on your floor. So
I would do that portion too, because again, like, not like you have to do anything with it in marriage. So.
All right, guys, I got a good one.
I'm gonna go now.
I got a good one.
All right, you ready?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Fuck, marry, kill, Summer Rae, Ariana Grande.
Oh boy.
Or Demi Lovato.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna have to marry Demi.
I'll marry
Grande. And then Summer Rae.
All right, I would.
I'll kill Ariana.
Nah, chill. I would. All right.
Straight with you, like, I kill it.
Grande would have to be
I
fucked.
kill it. Simple as that.
Grande would have to be fucked.
Kill it.
Send a bounty hunter at her.
All right, ready? All right, so Grande would have to be fucked. Summer Rae would be married, and then whoever the other fucker was, yeah, chill.
Cindy, I hope you're enjoying this.
Look, it's a fucking look. We're just doing it for the show, right?
Yeah.
Another one.
I don't know these people. Yeah. All right. So, anyway, the next one. Who would you rather?
Because she licked donuts.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she licked donuts.
What happened?
He deserves to die.
All right. Anyway. Next one. Would you rather fuck, marry, or kill? Trump, Bernie Sanders, or Hillary?
Yo, I'm gonna have to marry my boy Bernie. My man's up in here. Killing that man Trump. Hillary? Well, I mean, she's basically gonna pull, like, a Bill Clinton, so it's all good. Runs in the family.
I would.
All I'm saying is Trump got that rump, so.
Bro, I would.
That's wrong.
The old tag.
Yeah.
I would kill that. Bro, I would kill Trump's nice hair.
Yeah, I'd fuck the sagging titty whore. I would kill the fucking dyke, which is also known as Trump. And I'd marry Mr. Bernie.
I agree with you. 100%. Yeah.
Alright, so.
A nigga trying to get weed.
How about Savvy? Alright.
Trump is all hair.
Killing Hillary.
You're killing Hillary? You're tapping Trump?
I mean, I'd kill Hillary too, but...
Wait, Savvy, you're tapping Trump?
Hold on. Let me show you something.
That's some crazy shit.
Show you something.
You want some of that orange booty, bro. That's crazy. With me, and do your job. Fur is a name. The bonus in the chain.
Who's he playing Jake? Yo.
I mean, not tapping all that. Look at that.
Oh, shit. Who's that? That's Trump? Oh, that's Hillary.
Please. Alright,
Savvy, we good. Who is that? That's Trump?
Savvy, you something else, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Alright. I think we might have to end the stream soon, because first off, my phone's on low battery.
Yeah. Alright, let's do until 10:15. 6 more minutes.
We've been going at it for a minute.
You can get one more in.
10.
Alright, ready?
Oh, yo, dang, bro. 3 hours and 41 minutes.
You're lying.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, we were doing the test stream before this, too, so probably take out, like, 30 minutes out of that.
Yeah.
3 hours.
Alright, so.
Alright. So. Huh?
You want to get one more in and wrap it up?
Yeah, let's get one more in.
Like an actual legit one.
Alright, ready?
No. A good one.
Yeah, a good one. Ready? Alright. Jennifer Lawrence. Would you rather fuck, marry, or kill? Jennifer Lawrence.
No, come on, Tony. The worst
Listen.
Very blank, and I'll kill Jennifer Lawrence.
Listen. Would you rather fuck, marry, or kill? Jennifer. Alright, let me say it.
Never know.
His audio cut out.
Yeah, at the worst moments, too.
I'm gonna message it.
Alright, fuck, I'll finish it off. Fuck, marry, kill a monkey, a pig, or a horse.
What's wrong with you?
I don't fucking know.
I'll hit you guys up with a good one. Spider-Man?
Can you hear me now? Alright, bet. Alright. I got you with this one. Ready? Would you rather fuck... Alright, fuck you, alright? Alright, look. Match up. Go ahead. Alright, so mine was gonna be, oh my god. Alright, would you rather fuck, marry, or kill Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Lopez, or what's the other? What happened? My audio? It cut off. Oh my god, bro. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes or no? Alright, hold on.
I'll finish it off. Jennifer Lawrence, J-Lo, or Rihanna.
Alright. That's actually a tough one.
I would marry Rihanna, fuck J-Lo, and kill Lauren.
Alright, I'm
gonna
kill Rihanna.
kill Lauren.
I'm gonna marry J-Lo. Fuck Rihanna.
Tony has no audio. I don't hear Vic now.
I'm gonna kill Rihanna.
Boy.
Marry Jennifer Lawrence and fuck J-Lo.
Alright. I think this is like good to end off on right here.
It probably is.
Other destroyed. Alright. Again, thanks everybody for
Can you hear me? 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 Yeah. Can you hear me or what? Oh my god.
before, we're all about culture, we're all about like knowledge and all that stuff. So please let everybody know about it. It's ending now. Good night and thank everyone for watching. Yeah. But yeah.
Alright, good night,
One
everybody.
second.
Peace out, y'all. Let people know next Thursday, 7 on the dot. You already know how it is. And yeah.
Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now?
But now, oh my.
Can you hear me now?
Just at the end off, please.
Can you hear me?
End the stream. Tony, end the stream.
Alright, guys. Peace out. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Tony, end it.
Alright.
End the stream. End the stream.
Y'all can hear me though, right?
Yeah, end it.
Alright, bet, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Fuck my audio. See you guys next week.